As we last left it off, the party ventured further in these crypts mine in the Star Wars. Eventually, you found something within, a long-limbed creature that seemed to display a significant amount of anti. And due to some unlucky rolls on my part, it wasn't as dangerous as you thought it would be, though it was still a terrifying experience. After defeating the creature, you ventured further upward. For a few minutes up a spiral set of staircases, you came into this particular room you find yourselves in now. An untold amount of treasures inside. The frog statue itself opened up, and it revealed a wheel. And when taken, revealed the image, a pre-recorded message from a man known as Miles, who called himself Miles Carden. Who was in fact, who said he was Roger Carden's brother. And of course, Roger Carden is known to every single character as the man attributed to discovering the New World. He gave you a lot of revelations, which I'm sure many of you have all looked over and re-listened to. It's been about an hour since you heard that message, and the party has slowly but steadily collected their thoughts about it in relative silence, whilst also going through the various treasures here, counting what there is. Now, I believe it was Sparhawk who picked up the wheel.
Yeah.
Yep.
The wheel is something you can attune to. Would you have liked to have attuned to it over the course of the hour?
I take it I don't have any idea what would happen if I did.
No. You know it's brimming with an unknown magic. You know that holding it refreshes you, and you feel slightly more carefree.
I'd probably show it to Vorkris and ask him to try and use his magical knowledge to figure out what it is.
I'm sure I can manage that. I do not have identify prepared, but if you give me 10 minutes, I can work out roughly what it is.
Emron seems to be busy at the minute, so you may as well.
I'm very busy shoving magic items and gold into the bag of holding. Just leave me be, all right? I need all my energy on this. Because none of you are helping me.
Well, no, because we're still debating whether we're going to loot this place, whereas you're just, already looting this place.
I ignore that comment and just shove. Rage loot. Shove it.
Cora is just gently grabbing you on the shoulder and saying, Emron, before you do that, I would be so upset if you took the offerings that I gave to my god. Maybe we could ask Hruki if he has any more information about this place. These coins don't even look like they're coins from now. Maybe we could take just a couple and bring them to him. And surely we can come back and get the rest if we need it.
I leave the coin and just start chucking in the magic items instead into the bag. There goes another one. Oh, here's a boat, actually. A little boat. In it goes.
Bad Emon.
So, Vorkris, 10 minutes later, what do you do?
I have cast Identify on the thing. I was ritual casting it.
Alright. I want you to make an Arcana check, please.
Roger. Yeah, off to a good start.
You know it is something to attune to. You know the magic within it will have an effect on one's awareness. You know that it is a piece set. And you know it has some beneficial properties and maybe a detrimental property. But that's all you're able to get.
That's a hell of a lot that I learned for a natural one, to be fair. I will pass that information on to Sparhawk.
What you get from the spell, I was going to see how much you'd be able to learn intimately from the spell, which is nothing. You just get the basic information.
It seems this item needs bonding. Would anybody like it?
If you do not wish to attune to it, I would be happy to. Detrimental effects, they're not going to bother me.
I'm not the one who tends to go scouting or looking around. It's not my forte.
Well, I mean, it affects your awareness. It doesn't say it makes it better or worse.
I could do it, but if it's a negative effect and I start going blind, it's on you guys.
Cora, Cora would say, if it needs to happen and we need to attune to it, I can be the person, and I trust that if something bad happens, you guys will do whatever needs to be done with me.
Doubt it's gonna make you evil. So you're still on our team. So
All of a sudden, Cora starts
raising
raising the dead with Orcris.
I suppose essentially what I'm saying
That
is
doesn't make him
that
evil.
I have all the magic I need in my sword, so
There's no such thing as enough magic. Everybody wants more magic. Magic is what we live for. Find all the magic.
I live for revenge.
Cora will take it.
Well, my only friend is my little magic dragon, so I live for my friend too.
Stop saying
A little
that.
sad. That's a little sad.
okay. So
We're friends apparently.
So we'll pour into it over the course of the hour.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we taking a short rest as well over this hour?
Yeah, well, you can be taking a short rest, but I'm just assuming you're busy and not dying.
Can we take a long rest instead?
You're not in a safe area to take a long rest.
Oh, okay. I'm still. Oh, yeah.
If you look in your Roll20 journal, Cora, you'll see the Wild Hallen wheel.
So pretty. Am I supposed to read it to everybody or just keep it to myself?
It's up to you. Once you attune to it, you're aware of all this information.
Okay. Holding the wheel refreshes you and brings out a carefree nature within. Requires attunement. Belonged to a long-forgotten civilization, but its magic is still potent. When attuned to this wheel, your wisdom modifier is increased by 2.
Ooh.
As an action, you can sense the distance between the Wild Hallen wheel and its counterpoint key to the Stoic Hallen crown. You know the direction and the rough distance between the two keys. When the following keys are within 10 feet of each other, any individual can sense the distance and location of the Spirit Hallen pot. The Wild Hallen wheel, the Stoic Hallen crown, the Free Hallen totem, the Chained Hallen stone. When all 5 keys are gathered and placed before the heaven and earth gate, those attuned to the keys can begin a 24-hour ritual to open the gate to the Void Sea and gain access to Ada Hollow. Wild Hallen wheel has the following beneficial properties. Whilst attuned to this wheel, you gain a proficiency in nature. You can cast Speak with Animals from the wheel. Roll a d6. 1 through 5, you can't cast this spell again until next dawn. Detrimental properties.
Yo, this is gonna be great. Hit us.
It sounds perfect for Cora so far.
So far, yeah.
Come on, read the second bit.
It's too big to do anything. While attuned to the wheel, you must eat and drink 6 times the normal person each day. Y'all gonna have to feed me lots and lots and lots. When the wild and stoic keys are both within 10 feet of each other, you can cast Call Lightning as a 9th level spell using your spell modifier. Once you cast this, you can't use this again for 7 days.
That is a perfect spell. 9th level. Bloody
So-
hell.
With that, I'm gonna look around and go, "Oh my god, guys, I'm so hungry. Does anybody have anything to eat?"
I have a Russian.
which is her stomach.
We have 30 pounds of like that creature's meat. Because I thought about that.
So, if in terms of rations, every single day people consume one ration. Cora can now consume.
Cora's gonna need
Yeah.
some good berries.
I think you also consume about half of a water skin in terms of water. Cora now needs 3 full water.
Okay.
It now needs what? Sorry, Jack?
3 full water skins.
Okay.
So basically
Well-
6 rations and 3 full water skins.
Well, I know that we said we were going to give the alchemy jug to Rosalind, but, you know, the jug generates loads of water.
There you go. I think those are cantrips. I was gonna say I can't retrain those. I don't think I have create and destroy water.
Create and destroy water is a level spell. So it's something you
Oh.
can
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'm good at foraging.
So basically, Cora, every single time you do not eat the required amount, people say you're beginning of exhaustion that doesn't go away. Even if you long rest, you'll have to eat your required food and water elements. Otherwise, you could end up with starvation.
Okay. Great.
Alright, so Cora has revealed what this will does. And
Didn't you say there was some daggers here?
So what, sorry?
Didn't you say there were some daggers here?
There are 3 daggers. They look a little rusted, but they're still usable.
Can I take one of them?
As you go to pick up the dagger, you pick it up and put it in your pocket.
Oh. I'll pick up. Okay.
I like to make these tips.
I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
Can only wish.
So, what would you guys like to do?
Just quickly going back to what Cora needs to eat. Do you like mayonnaise?
You asked it before I did.
Jug can make
What?
2 gallons of mayonnaise.
But if you make mayonnaise, we can't make water, Sparhawk. I think she needs water in that sense, in this scenario, more than mayonnaise.
Ugh.
We can find
But
water in streams.
is
We can't find
water is
mayonnaise
much
in
easier to
streams.
find than mayonnaise.
Literally either or.
I'm so disgusted by that question.
I think theoretically,
Cora would
me and
rather,
Walker-
like, eat it by the spoonful than die, but
I think
she'd rather look
theoretically, me and Walker
for
could, like,
mushrooms first. Start
I think
gnawing on
theoretically,
leaves.
me and
What?
Walkers could I think theoretically, me and Walkers could if we happen to find an animal, she eat animals or food like that, then we could firebolt it to death and it would be cooked.
Yeah, I don't
we
think
could have
Cora
a
would
whole-
eat it though.
Cora's gonna just say that's a really nice idea, but I prefer not to eat meat. If I have to survive, I will. But I'm so hungry.
Eat trees? What do you eat before Cora?
I eat mushrooms and I eat berries and I eat leaves like salads, and I mean I eat all sorts of things, but I like I said, I'll eat what I need to survive. I just prefer not to kill an animal to survive.
And a person, we kill
But
a
if
person.
me and Kerry killed it, then you wouldn't be killing an animal.
Yeah.
Um,
How many kills?
Does our druid have good berry?
Yes, so I'm going to chip in
Oh.
there and say, look, I haven't got it prepared today, the spell, but I can create, tomorrow, I can create 10 good berries for you. For a
Call at least
normal
6 of them.
for a normal
That's
person,
actually-
you only need 1 for to last the whole day. So hopefully 10 would be more than enough for you for tomorrow.
Jack,
Feel
would
free to
I
talk to him.
be able to consume more than 1? Would I would assume I would need more than 1 to.
Anyone can consume more than 1 good berry. 1 good berry is enough to fill up any regular person's stomach. Magical hunger, you don't know.
All right. Well, Cora thinks it's a good plan anyway, and we'll try that again tomorrow.
Alrighty.
Enron, have you finished stuffing your sack?
Yeah. Yep. As you hear me zipping up or pulling the drawstring, whatever you want to call it. I'm ready. What we do now?
So Cora would grab Sparhawk, who she knows as the other religious type person, and ask him if he looked at the artwork behind the frog. I know that you guys pointed out Ovid High, and I was able to recognize Saloon. But do you recognize any of these? The burning bird or the skeleton?
I can look, but I'll admit I leaned more towards the martial rather than the academic side of my training.
Well, if you're proficient in religion, you can go ahead and make a religion check.
I am not, because I was more interested in the martial.
Because Cora is proficient in religion, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but I cannot continue to look at it because last game we didn't remember the disadvantage from my exhaustion.
No, well, basically, you already got all the information you could out of it anyway, so I wouldn't call for another check. But if anybody else is proficient in religion, you can go ahead and make that check.
Okay. Insight work.
I think I am, actually. I'm going to roll.
So when you look at religion, does it say insight?
Good roll.
Sorry.
Okay.
So I got 19 in the religion check.
Just having a... You are not able to discern anything beyond what Cora has already been able to discern.
Okay.
So I believe Volker's already made a check on this as well. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not proficient in religion. Though.
And Cora rolled a 22. Yeah, so Volker, you shouldn't have made that check. Yeah.
So this looked similar to the painting in the cave that you guys saw when you fought the Apex. And
Yes.
it's reminiscent of the design of like Emron's bag.
Yeah, it's reminiscent. You can't tell if the creatures or the depictions are the same, but you can see certain similarities from what you remember of it.
I'm trying.
Corey, you never saw what was inside that cave, so you don't know.
No, I'm not. I just know that they told me that there was a drawing there, a painting there. So what I would be looking to try and connect is if this is all Ojibwe artwork in here. I know that in the beginning when we were coming in, it was, and if this is more of the same style.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right.
You know the flaming bird drawing? You know, we encountered this funny looking bird on the way here, didn't we? Does it look any similar?
That bird was like kind of golden red. This one is depicted as a blue bird made of fire.
Okay. Right.
Shall we venture out and see if the centaur is still here?
See if he's happy with what we've done.
We're gonna die. Worst case scenario, Cora can eat him.
I just oh wait a minute. I think now that Jack, can you just explain to me? I know we technically leveled up.
Yes.
But in terms of spell slots, so that gave me more spell slots. Can I use them?
You get all of your benefits of leveling up on your next rest. So,
Okay, so then I would tell you guys, if we come across the centaur, I can't speak to him. I can't speak to him until after.
You just had a short rest. So
Yeah, but my spells don't recharge until a long rest.
yeah, but you got the benefits
But-
of the level up on the short rest. So you got 2 additional spell slots.
Okay.
So,
Got it.
but anyway, what did you use to speak to the centaur, Cora? What spell?
I used tongues, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I
cool.
touched myself, and I was able to communicate with him.
Ah.
I see you
Sorry?
snickering at that. That's why I touched my shoulder so you could all see what I was doing. I touched myself up here in a very classy way.
About him, you touch yourself.
So like lay on hands.
I'm glad we're comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, let's head out then.
Alright, so with no other means of exit that you can see within this particular room, you head out with your acquired treasures, leaving whatever you want to leave behind. Back down the staircase you go into the room where you find the Woe Strider. And as you venture backwards, stepping over the various corpses that you left there, you know the way to the north is blocked. So you head south instead. This is the only way you go. And when you get down there, do you find kind of like a breach in the gap of the stonework, like a natural cave that kind of is like broken through the actual like crypt itself. So with no other means of travel, you head on down that one. Eventually, you get to a much wider open cavern. It's very, very dark. Those with dark vision, it's easy. It's a little easier for you to see, but you just get the feeling you're like kind of like in an underwater lake cavern sort of place. Very difficult to see beyond anything there.
If it's that dark, I'm lighting a torch.
Okay. So as you light the torch, the entire cavern kind of lights up with glints of reflective light. Ting, 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 ting. And as you look around, this entire area looks very similar to mine back in the old world, but the designs of it is very different. But you can tell that this particular cavern is not natural. It looks like a lot of it's been chipped out, or skizzled out, or just made. But you can tell it basically just from your experiences of the old world, you can clearly tell that it is not natural, and it is not dry. Sorry, I can hear my own beep 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 beep. Looking around, you can see various glints of metals in the rocks. Lots of alcoves of like solid metal. Even in the water itself, there appear to be veins that are like. Vorkris, I want you to make an intelligence check.
Wow, I mean, theoretically, I'm good at this. Hey, 19.
Ooh.
This is a very valuable place. Looks like you've discovered a mine with an abundance of iron and copper.
Is that where we've been? So that little building thing that we've been inside this whole time, that's this mine? Because I'm not sure we should be spreading the location of this with anyone else.
It's connected to that place, yes.
I'm with you on this one.
Yeah.
But it's different because as you sort of come down, like as you walk through this area, that sense of looming dread, like kind of left. Like, it's not there anymore. Seems that with the Woe Strider's death, the immediate above area is okay. The only sort of feeling that you got was when you were close to the moor.
I think
Yeah,
Caius
are-
would be very interested in this place.
He definitely would. Can we trust him?
There are still possible dangers from the mine, but
Well, if we're going out this way, presumably there's an exit. Maybe we can block off the way into the temple itself somehow.
The thing about mining operations is they tend to get through any blockages that you have.
Or maybe just a warning sign.
A note.
don't go down there. Death.
Yeah, definitely not a big room full of gold down there. Leave it alone.
Don't dead. Open inside.
Yes.
Cora would still be thinking about the message that Miles gave us while we were up in the little shrine, and think about the VTC taking the resources and whatever from this place, and how that's awakened things that are now destroying the land, and be on board with what Vorkris, I think, was trying to say, that maybe we should keep this information to ourselves for right now until
I mean,
can
if it was, sorry.
No, it's
If it-
okay.
If it was just the mine, I'd be up for doing it. Sorry, I want to strip the land. It's all about money, money, money. Spellbooks are expensive, but because it's connected to this, which is a separate location, which has already had some magical crap going on that's affected things already, maybe the less people that know about this, the better. But it's possible we could. But yeah, we can discuss it. But Caius probably needs it.
I
Decisions,
understand
decisions.
Cora's concerns about pillaging a sacred place. I think this is a place that's long abandoned, long forgotten. If we're going to defeat the New Order, and if we're going to get the rest of the keys, we're going to need all the resources we can get.
Makes a very good point.
So,
I mean, Miles didn't necessarily agree that it was all long abandoned. He thought it was all waking up again because we're here.
you guys already gave him information to one vein, right? And he was able to get some metal and make more weapons and armor, and maybe we see how far that gets him, and we just hold on to this information for now. And if that starts to run dry and things start to go south, then we have this in our back pocket.
Sounds like a good compromise.
Good idea.
I have a question. When I was looking at the map, I keep calling it Butthole Mountain. Thanks. I think that was Starhawk.
No, I
But,
think it was Rio.
Whoever it was, we're in like
Butthole?
Butthole Cave. And as far as the map goes, was there a specific name for this place on the map? This wasn't Braster's Den, right?
No, you can go ahead and call it the Star Mine.
Star Mine.
Oh
okay.
my.
AKA Butthole Mountain.
Yes.
If you wish.
I would have put it like Thieves' Cat underneath it, just like Butthole Mountain. So no one can
Right.
see it but me. And
Frosters was
Yeah.
where we were heading, wasn't it? And then the river was
Yep.
flooded.
Right. Right. Okay. Sorry, thank you.
No worries. So the party continues on their way, making your way on the out. Do you want to go around the lake or through the lake? Do you want to swim through it or walk?
how
What is the
heavy is the tide?
Outside look.
Tide?
There's no tide here whatsoever. Just look
Sorry.
on the water lake.
Okay.
But the water
We've
is
got a boat.
very still.
Oh,
I would walk
avoid. Yeah, avoid the water.
Boat.
Yep. Carrie just remembered that we have a
Yeah,
boat.
we have a folding boat. It's fine. Water is
Oh, we
not
do?
to us anymore.
But
Until
do
it
any of-
has a weight capacity. Cora's got to take the long way around.
It's another thing to sit on.
So, are you going to undo the folding boat that you have, or are you going to walk
I'm gonna
around?
tug on like Emron's like jacket and be like, boop, boop, boop.
If If it didn't look like it was obnoxious to walk around, I think I would still kind of be caught in the natural wonder of it. And Cora would like to walk and look and see if there were any other things like markings on the wall. If it's going to take me like 3 days to walk around, then the boat might be better.
No, it'll take you like 10 minutes to walk.
Okay, then I would walk around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also,
I think we've all greatly overestimated the size of this.
I mean, the thing is, do you any of you know how to work a boat? I know I don't.
I mean, how hard can it be? Right? You stick an oar in, you pull, the boat goes forward. Job done.
What's an oar?
It's a big stick with a flat bit.
I thought you just sit on it and it does its thing.
I think we should have a trial somewhere before we actually use it to cross anything, in case it's not what we think it is. Anyway, we talk while we walk, aren't we? So we walk around.
Well,
yeah.
In regards to that, you already know the answer to it. New Uranium is full of ex-sailors.
Oh, what did you say?
Well, you already know the answer to the boat issue. New Uranium is full of ex-sailors.
Yeah. Yes.
They might take our boat apart.
So, around the lake you walk. Each footstep you make kind of echoes outwards. Clicking, clicking, clicking. When you get around to the other side, you can see a bit of an inclination that goes upwards in a natural passage. Seems to be the only way to go, so onwards you go. And you travel for the better part of another 40 minutes down this winding way. Until eventually you come out you come to a dead end. And you're like, oh shit, well that's wasted, what are we going to do now? But those of the most perceptive, those with a passive above 14, can notice that there is minor sunlight or sunbeams coming through in the ceiling about 15 feet above you. But the immediate area you're in is quite cramped then. Just peering upwards, you can see that the ceiling is not rock, but heavy foliage, like ivies and branches and clumps of dirt as well, kind of all mixed in together. Yeah.
From the bottom, does it look like if somebody walked over the top of it, they would fall through?
Oh yeah, so.
You think we clear it off then?
How high up is it?
It's about 15 feet up.
I just shoot and I'll just blast up to try and clear the top of the stuff off.
You blow the bushes away, and now more sunlight can beaming. See the actual sky now. Yeah. Get a bit of dirt and dust that fall down.
Sky is so beautiful.
Who is the next tallest person to me?
Probably Vorpus, to be honest.
Yeah.
6'3", I think.
6 foot. Oh, so then maybe you, Sparkris. Sparkris. Oh my god.
I love that.
Combine the two of us. Yeah, I'm only 5'10". I'm quite a short dragonborn because I'm a weedy dragonborn.
Oh, okay, Sparkris. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Just give me a break. All right. I would look at Sparhawk and say, "Do you want to stand on my shoulders and see if you can peer out?"
Yes, I can try.
Well, I mean, you can do that. The walls are they're rocky and alcovey. They're definitely climbable.
Or we could climb.
There are roots and ivies that sort of come downwards. They don't hit the ground, but if you reach up and jump and grab onto them, maybe one of the roots would be able to support your weight and be able to just climb up it.
I was going to say, if we had some rope, we could send the strongest out of us lot up.
I mean, it's 15 feet up. If you want me to go up with rope, I can just teleport up there.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I could take one with us and cast fly on somebody, and I could take 3 up then.
It
Hang on, are
seems
we
like
trying-
an easy enough
Oh.
climb. Why don't we just climb?
Yeah.
This is where we break our necks climbing it.
We'll still have the spell pods because you can fucking magic.
I'll start climbing.
I don't.
Alright, go ahead and make an athletics check for me, please. Spark.
Natural
Ooh.
20.
Oh my gosh.
Quickly your hands onto the thickest root. Plant your feet into the ground. You start walking and climbing up vertically, like you did in basic training. Very easy for you. And once you get to the top, move some of the brush away, some of the branch away, and you climb out, and you have a nice big fresh breath of fresh air as you are now out back in the jungle that you were.
And I'll take the rope out of my pack and lower it down for the others.
All right, what's going next?
Well, he made it look easy. I'm going to try it.
Make an athletics check.
Oh gosh.
And Isaac, you grab the rope and you wrap it around your body. And Sparhawk, you're lifting him. No trouble whatsoever. Honestly, for the rest of you, it looks like a child.
He just walked up that.
Having watched them climb the rope absolutely amazingly, and me knowing that my upper body strength is shit, I'm just going to misty step up there.
Yep, Volcrus appears at the top beside Isaac. Sparhawk.
Is there a way I can fashionably get up there where it makes it an acrobatics check or dexterity?
You want to wall run up there?
Kinda.
There you go. Acrobatics check then.
Oh, what check? Sorry.
Acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. That was to you. It's 6, but everyone knows. I fall on my back.
1 step. Take the second step. Bounce off. Take the third step. Whoa! That didn't work.
Can I try again?
Go and make another check.
Okay.
You don't have to roll some.
Unless. Yeah, I was doing it earlier because fuck me.
You do the third step. Go for the fourth step, but you don't have enough momentum. Whoa!
I just want to look up at you guys and just, like a child, ask for someone to grab me.
Cora's gonna pick you up like a baby at this point. And I'm gonna hoist you up as high as I can and have you grab onto whatever you can and just be there waiting to catch you in case you fall again.
Into the sunlight, like the Lion King. Like a baby in the lion.
Oh. This is where Sparhawk stands on my wrist.
I'll reach down and grab Kerry's wrist and pull her up.
Yeah, so be much issues with Cora and Sparhawk to care with your natural acrobatic ability to jump up relatively high. You jump up, Sparhawk grabs you across the arm, and
I'm gonna have a go.
alright, you're gonna climb up.
Oh dear.
So
I think
roll you know what you do. Those cartoon things where you just jump up, fail your first step, and just smack bang into the wall and slide down.
I'm going to look up at Cora and say, "Can you do what you did with Carrie, please?" With
Say,
an
"Of
embarrassed
course."
face.
And I'd look at you and I'd say, "Don't be embarrassed." And I'd hoist you up.
I didn't know you were a princess too, Emran.
I'm the fairest of all princesses, I'll have you know.
Hey, careful. I died. Unquote.
I can just go. Just go climb up.
Agnes is climbing up.
Yeah. And yeah, it's not
Yeah,
much.
she did it.
Grabs onto the roots and just and she's able to climb her own way out. And she says, "See, not a problem, guys."
It wasn't a problem for me.
Since everybody is now out,
Yep.
I would like to pull on the rope a little bit, and just before I all the way try and climb up, I would just like to
As soon as
test my weight.
as soon as Sparhawk sees Cora testing the rope, he's going to look at Isaac and not say anything or ask anything, but he's just going to look at him.
I'll grab the rope with you.
Right,
Well, wait,
cool.
you guys made it up without the rope, right? I could try without the rope. Is that just an athletics check?
Yes.
Okay. I'll hold the rope just in case, but I'm just gonna try and climb because I don't want you guys to bust your guts trying to get me up there.
You're able to climb halfway up there, but one of the alcoves doesn't. Wait, that is not right. And you fall.
I have a very carefree attitude right now, though, so I'm not going to cry. I'm going to get up, and I'm going to just brush myself off and go, put my hands on my knees for a second, take a breather, and then I'm going to try and get up the other half, or did I fall all the way back down again?
Back down.
All the way back down. Well, I'm going to try it again anyway, and this time I'm going to give myself guidance.
Okay.
Athletics.
Yay!
Yay!
And this time you don't need guidance.
You climb all the way up. And you're now all on the outside. The sounds of the birds echoing throughout the tree. Brief wind growling. You guys know relatively where you are. Judging by the local. As you're making your way through the, relatively where you are, larger events, you don't see Hruki in the immediate area, and you have a sort of like a brief look around, scratching your head moment, when you do hear some hoof steps towards you. And through the trees, do you see the silhouette of Hruki? And he looks at all of you, and he seems to be surprised, like he didn't expect to see all of you again.
Wow.
Sorry.
No confidence in us.
Bitch.
He says some words in a language you do not understand.
Upon seeing him, I would have cast tongues.
So the
Corey's
After
touching
I
herself again.
put my hand on my shoulder.
There we go.
So, you cast tongues on yourself, and his words now reform in your ear. Say, I did not expect to see you alive, or at least out of there anytime soon. But tell from the wind, from the clouds, from the birds, that you've been successful. What evil laid within has since been quelled. Maybe life can return to this area once again. You have proven yourselves beyond anything I thought you could do. You have my heartfelt thanks.
I nearly died. Oh, I can't understand him. Never mind. Never mind.
Cora would look at him and not show the top of her head, but she would absolutely touch her hair while she's talking to him. And she would say, we are so happy to have been able to have helped you. Would you like us to tell you what was inside?
Yes, I'll admit I've always been curious, but I've never known truly what lies within.
So then I would tell him about the Grim. I would give him, actually, Agnes has her book, and I would show him the pictures in Agnes's book of the Grim and the skeletons, the abandoned, the prime, all of that. I would explain to him the crystals that went from orange, and then when we, I wouldn't say magic, I would say when we hit them, they turned purple and seemed to stop the creation of these, but that they would potentially turn back in color. So they might still need to be addressed. I also would let him know that there was a shrine in there with the jade frog statue, with a picture behind it, with some figures on it. And without naming names, I would describe what the figures were.
Seems to understand what you're saying. And he goes, because you have proven yourselves, I think we're due for a talk. Do you remember the way back to where I live?
I believe so. Would I? I think with the wheel.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's relatively nearby, and other people are a member as well.
Okay. Yes, I think so.
Then come see me when you want, and we'll talk. I'll answer any questions you have. There's a story I feel might benefit you that I can tell you when you're ready. And with that, he holsters his bow, turns on his 4 feet, and leaves for the trees.
Okay, Cora, what do you say?
So I would look at the group and then tell them all of that and say I didn't even get a chance to tell him about the wheel. We definitely need to go back to him at some point, but what do you guys think that we need to do next?
I mean, there's no reason we couldn't go see him now, is there? It's
just follow him.
I feel his story would give us possibly some insight. I'm assuming you translated everything. I'm assuming the story that he wants to tell us might give us some insight of where we would perhaps want to go next. Or we could just follow your magical sense of directionness.
With that, I would say I actually haven't tried this out. So I would look around and make sure it felt like a safe space to take this wheel out. How big is it?
Like the size. It's like the size of a car wheel.
Okay. All right. So I would take it out and close my eyes and kind of turn my head in case it started making any noise or anything. But I really just want to connect with all of my senses to whatever's going to happen with this wheel.
So, what are you doing with the wheel?
So it says as an action, I can sense the direction between the Wild Holland wheel and its counterpoint, the Stoic Holland crown. You know, the direction and the rough distance between the two keys.
Can I confirm that you can see things on the map?
Yeah.
Yes, I can. Yay.
Zooming out, yeah.
Let me move it. Oh, yeah.
You sense something.
I don't know why it's loaded so slow, but
you sense something a little bit more to the northwest, a little bit. I'm not sure if you've able to see this ping, but
yeah. Ping again. Keep pinging. Nope, can't see any ping.
Oh yeah, no, I saw it. That's a long way away.
That's a very long way. It's all ping.
Oh, all right. Let me.
Oh yeah, it's right over there.
Yeah, distance is, best you can tell, several hundred miles.
Okay, so this is the eastern key. So that's obviously the
foot,
western.
On foot, if there's no impediments, if you were to walk in a straight line towards it, it would be.
Sorry, how long was that?
Maybe more.
What he said was, we need mounts.
Where could we get them from?
Shut up, Isaac.
It's fine. The guy in the magic shop can just teleport anywhere on the island. I told him where that ink thing was, and he just snapped there. So, you know, we'll just go and say, over there, and he'll teleport straight there. No.
Did we ever address that?
Description of the place, though, so...
I know. I had to very, very carefully describe it. Otherwise, you might teleport into a wall or something. That wouldn't be fun.
It would be fun. Very fun, actually.
Cora had a
To
fleeting
everyone.
thought. Vorkris, as we're talking about things, did you ever get a chance to look at that scroll that the hag had?
I
didn't.
do not remember a scroll.
You got a scroll from her when we fought the Hallen tree, but you didn't understand it, and we were not in a space to translate it yet.
Then I should have done that while we were short resting in the thing, which, if Jack will let me retcon, I will. If not, we can wait till we next get to somewhere safe. I honestly completely forgot about it.
So I'm just checking.
No, love heart.
While Jack's checking, I'm going to say to Cora, sorry, Jack, you're ready. You go.
Yeah, sorry. Vorkris, what languages do you speak or read, even?
Well, I can do comprehend languages as a ritual.
All right.
So, all of them.
So, it's not a very well-known language, but it is a very abstract Fey dialect. It seems to be a manual on how to create scarecrows.
Oh.
Ooh, and the scarecrows were those evil things that she had hanging from the trees. Okay. So yeah, I'll pass that on. It looks like it's evil, dark magic. I think I might know someone who might be interested, but whether we want him to have it or not, I don't know.
Who's that, Emron?
Zaza. Zaza loves anything a bit weird.
I shoot him a very, very, very dirty side eye, and then I'll turn back to Cora and say,
"What's your side eye then, if it's that dirty?"
Talking about mounts, then again I dart a side eye at Isaac again. Maybe when we speak to the centaur, you can ask whether he can lend us any animals or know of any that we can borrow, to get to our next destination.
I'm willing to bet that in this world, all animals are classed as free, and the mere idea of people riding them would be a major insult. Now, that's not to say that I'm personally against it, but that Hruki is unlikely to help us.
Well, you don't get until you ask, do you?
So
can I have all the magic items you stole?
Well, you weren't interested in any of them. That's why I had to shove them.
I didn't want to take them from there, but you've already taken them from there, so I might as well enjoy them now.
What is Swearhawk?
I'm Steve.
I don't have Gloria, but I can find something to ride.
Great. Sort yourself out, why don't you, my lord?
Sorry.
I will. Thank you for giving me permission.
Is that a spell you cast for?
No. I haven't got it prepared. I was just sharing it with the group.
I could do this in a day.
Alright, so what's the destination, guys? What are you doing?
Are we going to the Centaurs' place? How long does your spell last, Cora? How long can you speak to him for? I'm just worried about timing of your spell if we were to talk to him.
It's an hour, and I know that it expired before we got from his house to here, so I wouldn't. That spell slot would be
You've got
gone.
You've got a few hours of sunlight, so.
Okay.
I mean, we could potentially camp somewhere and go see him in the morning when we have enough spell slots to repeat cast tongues. We can literally just go to his house and camp outside and then see him in the morning and just really confuse him. It's like, they've come here, but they haven't come inside.
Actually, do you know what? It'll be quite safe there as well, It'll be quite safe to camp there, of all places.
As a rough idea, do we know how long we've been underground for?
Oh, better part of like 4 or 5 hours.
So obviously we took this diversion because it had been raining a lot, and then the rivers were flooded, etc. Do you wish to?
A few days ago, you continued on your way, and the rain stopped after a few days.
We also have a boat now, so even if the rivers are flooded, we could get across it.
Down a little.
We want to go speak to Hruki. Obviously, he's asked for a meeting, but perhaps, depending on what he said there, we need to look at continuing on to Verastas.
Well, at this point, Agnes got all of you. Considering what that card and got, I know they haven't really listened to us in regards to the VTC, but I feel like one of us probably go tell them what we've learned and see if there's something we can figure out. Like, if what that Mars said was true, then, like, things are kind of bad for us, I guess. So, and I'll be honest, guys, I'm a little in over my head. I don't want to do a bark. I wasn't expecting to fight something that could take my magic away. I wasn't expecting to fight zombies and ghouls and skeletons and all kinds of like really nasty things. I didn't think the new world would be like that. But now that I'm here, we got to make the best of it. So, and everyone back at New Uranium needs to make the best of it as well. And really, the only way anyone's ever going to do that is if we all work together. So, I think this is probably the part I'm going to split up and go to New Uranium and tell them what we've learned.
Okay.
Well,
Cora has tears streaming down her fuzzy purple face.
Just starts crying as soon as you start crying. She hugs you, Cora.
No.
Can me and Agnes do our like little thieves camp thing again? Just
Yeah.
start talking
Throw
about
up
random
gang
stuff.
signs.
New old side is the best. New side.
Cora is gonna express concern over her safety and making the trip back.
That's fine.
And
I can go invisible if I have to.
so what she's gonna do is she is going to use her speak with beast and leaf trait, and she's going to just start calling to the animals that have returned and ask them to watch over her, and if she comes into any trouble, can you send a blackbird to me so I know that she's in trouble.
Make a persuasion roll.
Persuading some birds.
I think that's supposed to be "I hate you all." That's love for Melly because I had you on loudspeaker during all of that.
Much love.
A nearby bird goes,
Oof.
Oh, that was so loud, Jack.
which signifies to you, Cora, that they understand and they'll do that.
Okay. Then she would bend down and envelop her and put her head on top of Agnes's head, and then pull her back and say, "Please take care. You're so special and so strong, and we'll see you soon."
Okay.
That's a spot-on impression right now, Jack.
Goes towards you.
Starhawk will just
Don't get into any more trouble, okay? I like you. I don't want you to die.
I mean, we definitely can't promise that.
Whilst me and Agnes were doing the thingy, can I just slip like a dart in her pocket or something?
Yeah, make an attack roll.
I don't want to stab her, I just want to put it in there, like just drop it in there.
I thought you were doing a
I was going to stab her!
Yeah.
You are not allowed to leave.
You're not
I'm doing this. Yeah, no, well, she's got loads of weapons, so you don't have to worry about that, but she'll still take it.
I know, I was going to be like a memoir or something.
He looks up to you towards you, Sparhawk, tears still streaming.
Put a fist to his chest, bow, just say, "Milady."
Thank you, my lord.
I'm just looking really confused. Was like we're going to go back to your New Uranium. Why is all this emotional farewell? We're going to see her very soon.
Fine,
And then
We don't know how soon. It could be months, could be weeks. We might decide to head up to the north side of the island.
I could die on the way, Emron. Don't you care about that?
Oh my god, and Cora falls to the ground and starts crying.
I'm going to say, of course I care about that, Agnes. Oh, by the way, can you take these like remainder parts of the World Strider back with you as well?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Carrie's just awkwardly looking at her, like at Cora, just.
Wrong with that. She turns to you, Isaac, and she says, "Look, I know you're probably dead set in your ways, but you really got to stop being like a snake."
No, he doesn't. You don't know what you're talking about.
No idea what you mean.
Massive grin on Emron's face.
Yeah,
Are you okay for rations and that, or are you?
Yeah.
Cora remembers how hungry she is.
Yeah, no, I'm fine, and you know, I can like, I picked up a few things from you guys along the way, so I know what berries, you know, taste good and which ones give you the shits now. So. Anyway, we'll look after each other, okay? Because we're in deep shit, and we only got each other at this point. So she gives you all a nice smile. She says, "Before I go, I just want to give you one last song of the bagpipes."
Oh god, turn down the volume quick.
I'd love to cast Warding once I couldn't hear it, but.
And now Vorkus is not sad to see her leave. Go on, fuck off.
Oh.
Look what you've done.
With you and walks off into the forest, playing her bagpipes.
I'm going to be sneaky, but I'm going to play bagpipes on the way home. Has it been a day? No. Are we just resting now?
No, you just had a conversation.
We rested while we were.
Yeah, we are gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, head towards the thing and then have a long rest before we get to Hruki's hut. Would be my.
So I think it was only like an hour, but while we are around here, Cora is feverishly looking around to see if she can find any mushrooms or berries or something to eat.
Throwing at the mouth.
Is there anything?
Yeah, Cora, I want you to make a survival roll. DC
Survival.
to the food that you need. Forage is ridiculous.
Okay. It's ridiculously high. Okay.
There's not that much food on the island. Stop eating everything. Within a week, Cora's just like destroyed the entire vegetation of the.
Easy, she's so sensitive.
So you get about
half a ration.
No, you get like that's a very good survivor roll, and usually you would do survivor rolls to feed the whole party. This one specifically for you, you're able to get about 3 days, which is effectively half a ration.
Okay. Okay. So then I will
Do
put.
you have your other rations available? Like your.
Yep. I do.
Yeah. So you basically, if you don't want to start starving, you'll have to start consuming more of those.
Okay. All right. I'll put those on there. Thank you.
So, as you get into a nice, relatively safe night, falls over. You're all astounded. The amount of you see, like things that probably aren't even edible. You know, she's eating. Like you can see some bugs there, like as well. Like if she sees them, she'll obviously spit them out. But she's just so crazed by her hunger at the moment that she just eats and eats and eats and eats. And the rest of you kind of like hide your rations away, afraid that
Oh.
Go over there, like over towards Cora, like with my hands up and be like, "Don't look, I'm here to help. Don't eat the help. Do you want me to help you find food?"
Cora would have her head down and just say, "Ever since I took this wheel, I'm just so hungry. I would never eat you, Care."
Okay, good. I'm glad we're vegetarian. I'm glad you're the vegetarian out of the group. Okay, can I help her? Can I do as I would to help her find food?
Oh, she's already made her roll. So.
Oh, I was gonna say if I could roll for me, but no.
That basically encompassed everything for.
Yeah.
She found everything and ate everything.
Basically, you guys want to eat your rations. You roll survival to basically forage for yourself.
Oh, okay. How many rations do I have left? I have 3 rations left.
I think I've got some.
You've got 3 days worth of food and water left then.
Yeah, I could give her one, and then like I look at the guys and like, guys, if you guys give like Cora 1 ration, I give her a ration, and then someone else can give her a ration, and like it might satisfy her hunger.
Yeah, I'll give one. No problem. I'll offer
I
one.
can give one as well.
Oh, she would say, "I'm
Instead of
okay for
hiding
now,
it.
guys."
We just
She would
throw
look
it at
up
you anyway.
Well, you can save it for
Syria
later.
and
I'll pass
ask,
your
"Are
ration
you
to-
sure?"
Yeah, we got lots. I was well stocked up.
So, Cora,
She cries into her food.
everybody pitches in as you depression eat.
Oh.
But I'm very carefree, depression eating.
So,
Open everything.
are you guys going to have a watch tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is going to be doing the shift?
I can do
I'll
first
do second
watch.
shift with someone.
I can do final shift because I'm gonna think that maybe if I go to sleep, I won't be hungry.
I'm going to do the one before Cora, so I can just summon some good berries and then pass it on to her as it goes into her watch at the end.
Okay. So, who's taking first watch? For Chris?
Yeah, that'll be me.
All right. Can I get a perception check from you, please?
You can. 10.
Very dark out here, Vorkris.
Oh, I have the light cantrip.
A little creepy as well.
But yes.
And
Everything.
if anything does happen, you don't see it. As the shift, from your perspective, comes and goes without any incident.
Yeah, quiet night. That's how I like it. I just turn around, the party's missing. Oh, fuck.
You go to wake up the second shift?
Yep. It was that Cora? Oh, carry an M1. Okie doke. Wakey, wakey, guys. Nothing happened. Really quiet.
I'm gonna hold my rusted dagger to his like face and just say, "Don't wake me up like that." Anyway,
I mean, I will end you if you do that to me again.
another one.
I've been threatened by people in my life before. It didn't end well for them. It won't end well for you.
I've died already. Try me. Anyway, dive it away.
I go to bed.
Alright, so if Enron and Kerry are doing the perception rolls, one of you can roll at advantage, or both of you can make your own individual checks. Up to you.
What's your perception? No, that's metagaming.
You can discuss your stats. I don't care about that.
Oh, okay. What's your perception?
I've got +6.
Oh my god.
But that depends on the dice roll. I could roll an extra one.
Okay. So if I get if I help him, does he get advantage on it?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay, yeah. I'll help you then.
Okay.
I'll let you do both. I got
First
2.
row. Second row.
Oh my god.
25.
All right.
Look at you.
Lucky.
Emron, somewhere out in the distance, you hear a loud. It's probably just carried with the wind. It's miles and miles away, but it didn't sound good.
Oh, Perry, did you hear that? There was some kind of roar over in that direction. Quite far away, but I could just hear it. Sounds scary.
It's freezing bugs.
Are you sure? Do I know
Did
from
I hear it?
do I know from my perception which direction's heading towards? Towards us?
Expect maybe a little bit more to the southwest.
Okay,
Did
so
I hear
is
it,
that
Nicole? Sorry.
could Perry hear it once I've pointed it out?
Yeah.
No, it only happened that.
Oh, only that one instant.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so it's just him. Okay.
Okay, it's quite far away, and we're not far from daylight now. There's only one more watch left, so I think we're going to be okay if we just remain quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
I will stop freezing bugs.
Aside from that, your shift comes and goes without any incidents. You go to wake up the third shift.
Yeah. So just before I do that, I'm going to cast Good Berry. So 10 berries appear in my hand, and I wake up Cora. And I whisper to her, "Breakfast time," and give her 10 good berries.
How would I be woke up like that? No, it's time to get up.
Cora's so happy, and she immediately pops one in her face.
It's yummy and chewy, and you swallow, and you want more.
Oh. I'll say these are delicious. Where did they? I've never seen them before. Where did they come from?
They're special druid berries.
So then, I'm like super still hungry.
Yeah.
I will definitely eat another one then.
Oh. Still want more.
Damn it, Jack.
Oh, you're enjoying them, aren't you? You hardly
I'm gonna
chew that
stick
one.
the whole handful in my mouth.
Ooh, you feel 10 hit points better, but at that point, does your belly kind of swell out a little bit, and you don't feel hungry anymore from eating all of them.
Yeah. So I'll look down and be a little embarrassed about how big my belly just got, and I will stand up because it'll make it look smaller, and say, "Thank you, Emron. Those were delicious. Did anything happen?"
You get the feeling you might have eaten 4 too many.
4 too many. Okay. Approximately 4 too many. All right.
The only thing that I heard was miles and miles and miles away. There was a really scary roar. It only kind of happened once, and it seemed like it was heading southwest. But I didn't hear it again after that. It was quite far away from us. I think we're safe, but something's heading that direction.
Okay. Well, I'll keep an ear out.
Okay. Right, can I, as Kerry and Ron returns to rest, Cora, can I get a perception check from you, please?
Yes, I have a question because I can't figure out how to change my modifier to 2 more without changing the actual number.
Oh, I can do it for you.
Okay.
Natural one.
Oh. Let's see. Emron and Carrie took a watch. Vorkris took a watch and heard nothing. Emron and Carrie took a watch, and Emron heard a loud, scary growl several miles to the southeast, but it didn't sound like it was coming any closer to us.
No.
Thank you, Jack. And then they woke me up. He gave me good berries, and I ate all 10 of them. And my belly feels a little extended now. And I ate approximately 4 too many. So we know.
Mm.
All right, perception. Jesus Christ.
It's close to that one.
You are so concerned about your belly, not paying much attention. Right up until the point the sun comes up. And after a couple of hours that you don't feel hungry, but the magic that swelled your subsided and your belly has returned to normal. And at this point now you have all had your long rest as you've all come to consciousness.
Oh, I should have, not that it would have mattered. I should have no, I took my long rest. Never mind. I'm going to shut up.
Holding a dagger, seeing if Chris is going to wake me up or not.
I wouldn't bother waking you up. You just never wake up again. If I wake you up, you have a
That'd be
chance.
a dream. Oh.
Alright, so what do you guys want to do today? New dawn, a new day, and then
Onwards to Hruki.
Yeah, let's go see.
Mr. Centaur.
yeah,
You wanted to say.
so
Mr. Centaur, tell us a story.
remembering the path back from the river or from the mines that you were at all the way back to Hruki. It does take you a couple of hours to remember the whole way, but eventually you're able to come across that familiar looking large hug tree once again. You can see the door is open, and it smells like it's cooking inside.
Ooh.
Do you guys go inside?
Yes.
I would
I mean,
not
we knock on the door, yeah.
say hello.
You all hear a "Isn't it guy?" inside. You don't know what it is.
Crap. I will cast tongues.
Okay, so you cast time. Do you go inside?
Yeah, I would knock again because I wouldn't want him to pull a bow on us while we were.
So you knock again, and you hear someone say, "I said come in."
I'd say, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, and then I'd come in.
So you walk inside, and you see Hruki over kind of an odd looking like fire, like stuff like it's fire on the floor, and it's kept up with kindling. Flame is directed by a funneling thick that is portable on all sides, taking information. And all the heat is to this clay-looking that's sort of resting on above the itself. You can see this bubbling like stew with sort of interesting fruits and veggies inside.
Any of it look edible for us? Like, can we eat it besides core?
I don't know, do you want to eat it?
He didn't
What
offer it
you
to
want?
us.
But you're carefree. You can just pick it up and just eat it. No.
Cora has manners, ma'am.
Well, now you're at the wheel. We'll see how that goes. I'm just gonna. Can I do what's it called? Insight check. See if there's like anything interesting, like anything
That
shiny.
would be inside, that would be perception.
Can I do a perception check? See if there's anything shiny in here.
Yeah, you can have a look around.
I'm not gonna steal it,
Yeah,
but
you're just looking around to see if anything's right.
See if anything's
Yeah.
worth stealing. Just
exactly,
hypothetically.
you get me. Well,
I mean, the inside of this mullen tree is clearly better suited for one, 4 legs, 2. You can see an interestingly made longbow and a short sword that is reminiscent of designed to Sparhawk's one, but without any magical engraving. You have noticed him wield these. He's currently disarmed himself and put them against the wall inside his home.
Once everyone's doing everything, I'm just going to go over there and start looking at the sword, just like poking it. Maybe actually cut myself on it or something.
Yeah, it's actually quite sharp, so you do give yourself a little nick on the He turns towards you, Kerry, and he says words that you don't understand. Sakura will have to translate, but basically says, please don't spill blood in my home, even if it's your own.
I just put my finger in my mouth.
Cora would look at you and say, hey, he would prefer it if we didn't spill any blood in this house, even if it's not your own. So keep your hands in your pockets for now. We're going to listen to... It's story time!
I don't think I have pockets, so I'm just going to put it in my mouth. Just stop. Just literally just sit there drinking the blood.
Gross.
So, Hruki gestures for you all to sit. They are odd-looking seats. They're kind of like straps, sort of hanging from the wall. Him for somebody who has two legs. But people with two legs can sit on it and kind of swing. And he starts divvying up soup he's made in a bowl, and he starts pouring one of you. There. Food presented to nonsense. Now we may talk in guest likes scenarios. I've got 2 people BRB and just call this a quick pee break until people
Alright. I would like to apologise for attacking you. I was under the impression that you were something else. So, I will put my hand up and say that I did make a mistake, and I'm glad that no deaths came from that misinterpretation.
I'm assuming we can all talk freely as if it was being
you all
translated.
talk freely, and we'll just assume that Korea's translated.
I think that apology can go both ways. We were quick to jump to judgments when we saw you. I do hope that this can be the start of a new friendship between us all.
What is this word?
It means we will help each other. We will work with each other and not against each other.
Allies.
So
I think friends are all like crying on each other's shoulders and stuff.
So a communion. This is interesting and unexpected. A positive relationship with, since you have done me a great deed. I'm happy to explore this with you.
Really happy about that.
So, where do you all come from?
There is another land across the Eastern Sea. Several weeks voyage.
I'd always wondered if there were other places beyond the body of water. Now I know.
We travelled here in the hope of finding new information and new things and exploring. This land is very unlike our own.
How so?
Our land is practically dead. That is unfortunately a thing that others of our races are responsible for. We have ravaged the lands to build things. I do hope we can be more resourceful here.
Those same people to ravage this.
Many mistakes were made many years ago. We have learned from. Unfortunately, we cannot say the same for everyone, but I think most of us would want to work with the land in a much more renewable way.
Cora's gonna just state that the people that are coming here are trying to look for a better way of life than what we've left. So as long as we can learn from the mistakes that were made over there, hopefully we can all live in harmony and cooperation here.
And perhaps we can take the lessons learned back to the old world and rescue it, retrieve it.
Worthy the suits in So, I have to know if you came here with questions, did you not?
Yes. There was a recording in that place from...
A recording? What is this word?
It is a message sent from before. So someone had left the message there many years ago, and we were able to see what he had said. We could see him and hear him as if he was there.
I see. So, a magic.
Yes.
Right. Go on.
The message was from someone from our land that arrived here many years ago. We did not know that they had been there this long, but apparently he arrived here 8 years ago.
I know nothing of this.
I believe it would have been much smaller visits at the start, and it's only recently more and more people have come over.
I have only noticed the arrival of your peoples to this land several months ago. Thought it was temporary, but then more came. You were disrupting the environment. Companions scout the area out, get a little aggressive. Hopefully if I did that, you would leave. Balance could be restored in nature. But it seems that you're not a threat to nature if you have come here not with mistakes that's happened in your land. That is acceptable to me.
Perhaps, and there is more on this recording that I would like to discuss, but perhaps you would be able to help us. You have obviously lived here in harmony, in balance with nature for, I'm assuming, your whole life.
Yes, my whole life.
Would you consider consulting with members of our town in order to gain more ways of being more in balance with nature?
One of your towners already tries to consult with me. Quite frankly, I did not understand him. He refused to speak to me in the way that he is to me now.
Not everyone has the talents of our wonderful Cora.
Well, he had abilities, magics I didn't understand. I warded him off on a couple of kept approaching me. As far as I can tell, he had buildings southwest of here.
He had what southwest of here?
To the buildings.
The buildings southwest. Okay, so that would be New Uranium?
No, other way.
South. Oh, okay. Oh, there's buildings southwest. Ooh.
They're old and forgotten. And that was the last I saw him run away to.
How long ago was this?
Maybe about 2 days.
Oh.
Arrived just before. Well, he's been around for about a week. I warded him off, I think, last time. He had strange magic. In all honesty, I believe, cast this spell. You say?
Sorry, what spell did he cast?
The recording. He assumes that this person is the same person who cast a spell and something to do with the.
He thinks it was Miles. Okay.
It's from the recording. It would seem that there were other people in the party. It was someone else that he was with, but not him directly. He was trying to fix and warn us of the problems.
What problems speak of?
I'm going to say in common to the rest of the party, which I know is quite rude. Sorry, Hruki. And just ask, do we want to show him this wheel and have a very open and frank discussion with him?
Yeah. So at that point, I would pull out the wheel and show him and say, he spoke about this and there being keys that need to be put together to help Atta fix the land.
I have not seen artwork like this. I do not. But it says pretty.
Doesn't know what it is?
He doesn't get recognition of it.
Hmm.
Recognize it on the wheel, but
right. But you know Atta.
I lost my parents when I was young. The land gives and the land takes. As far as I know, I am the last of my kind. But when I was little, I was taught a story to be wise for you. Long ago, the land was bountiful, filled with life of all shapes. The Hallands. But there were some who were apex to all. They built large places and lived strange lives. They were guided by a pantheon. They were the watchers, guiders. Open high. Cook. Kalimvor. Being gods and goddesses, they were supposed to protect it. They only answered to one. Atta. Then one day, tricked, they ascended one who was not worthy. The unworthy brought forth terrible change, reversals. He simply became known as the god of opposites. Many Hallands fell sway to his power, and the Hallands began to war. With each convert, the god of opposites was strengthened. The gods left. With them, any hope of stopping madness. That is when Atta made a wish. He wished for his world to return to normality, and the god of opposites fell into. Those who remained that worshipped still remained that still called themselves the abandoned. Abandoned by their god, abandoned by their people, abandoned even by their very soul. They fell into slumber too. None should disturb them, lest they wake all be abandoned. It's why I attacked when you proclaimed yourselves believers. Obed High. To me, he and his pantheon brought the left when they realized their mistake. I believed you were the abandoned, bringing back the evil's old.
It seems like Obed High somehow travelled from this land to our land and gained more followers there. And Bark, who you previously spoke to, that was the one who followed Obed High.
The believer, yes, I remember.
Yes, but he had not. He had no idea there was anything about Obed High here. He has only heard what is taught in our world about that.
In all honesty, sir, that angers me. It seems to me that when he made his mistake here, let's start again and accept the consequences of what he had done. And our land was left to suffer the madness of the abandoned.
Just to clarify, was he saying that Obed High was the god of opposites?
No, he's saying that there were 4 gods, Obed High, Kilimvor, and Saloon, and they were tricked and ascended somebody not worthy, became known as the god of opposites. And the opposites is the one that apparently is the madness and the abandoned.
Okay.
It was the abandoned or their whatever remains of them that we found in that underground cave.
That is why I've never interacted with that place. I knew it to be a evil place where the abandoned.
Have we mentioned the big thing that crawled out of that massive hole yet?
No.
Wolf Strider, no. So I will first tell him, I know I mentioned it before, but the crystals that went from orange to purple, and there was one missing. It looked like there was a pedestal for it, and some of the undead that were there told us that it was taken, and it was possibly even further in. But when we went further in, we came upon this creature with long, scraggly black hair and a void for a face that looked like it had stars, like the night sky, limbs. It was terrifying. Do you know this creature?
I do not, but it sounds as you described scary. The only thing I can think of is that the god of opposites was known to create life form creatures that weren't natural. The abandoned were often stitched together as those, or the grim, as you say. That's what they were. But it seems that you dealt with the problem. From what you've told me of everything, these stones act as either a summoning or repelling of. If somebody took it, it's most likely to either summon more of them or repel them.
I didn't even think about somebody taking it to repel them. And then I'm a little filled with hope that there might be somebody who is on our side that has taken this gem as a form of getting rid of them.
That is a story that I know. If you wish to seek this one with ability, go to the buildings in the southeast. I'm sure he's still hiding there, trying to find some way. He's persistent.
How far is it to these buildings?
It's outside the Just maybe a few hours.
He, with all of the respect of nature and the creatures that live here, in order to collect the rest of these keys and help Atta restore peace and balance to the land, I know that we have to collect at least 4 more, and one of them is several hundred miles to the west of here. And I know that that will take us weeks at best to get there. Do you think that there are any creatures around that would be able to help us and maybe provide us with some transport?
I am the only one. I'm the only being capable of communication left in the entire land.
He thinks he's the only one that's capable of communication, but I know that I've spoken to the plane runners, right?
Yeah, because you had magic to do so. He's saying he's the only person he communicate.
Sorry, I didn't hear any of that.
Saying he's the only person who is intelligent enough in this land that can communicate with magic.
Okay. So do you think that there are any noble beasts that would be willing to allow us to maybe get atop them and they could help us journey? Are there any creatures that you know of that might be willing to help us if we treated them kindly?
All the animals here are connected to each other. If you are Hullen, they understand your thoughts and your feelings. It is why the creatures assisted me in the attack on your town. Of course, I will tell any creatures I see now it's best to alone now. But if you are connected to them the way that Hullens are connected, you're able to portray your thoughts and your feelings. Some may wish to assist, some may not.
Then I would look around to my companions and say, if there's anything else that we'd like to say to him or find out from him, now is the time. If not, I think following his charge of locating this persistent man is probably in our best interest.
I put my hand up. Maybe we should ask him what is the safest way to travel to these buildings? Is there a recommended route for us to take to, so that we can be safest getting there?
A straight line, don't walk into trees.
Thank you.
Very good.
Then I would look at Hruki and say, thank you again for all of the help that you provided and giving us a second chance and cooperating with us. And I hope
Pray that it's a mistake.
Pray that it was a mistake?
It was not a mistake.
Oh. I would look at him and say, with all of the energy I can muster, I will make that prayer, and good luck. We will see you again.
Very well. That, guys, if you choose to, or soups.
I would look at Carrie and say, are you going to finish that?
I mean, what is the soup? What's inside the soup?
It's basically a combination of herbs, vegetables, maybe a few bits of fruit in there.
After the Carrie's barely touched it, she's like a fussy child who just doesn't want to eat any vegetables. So I just look up at Cora and just go, "Here you go. I want it."
Hruki notices that and just gives it a stick.
I would look at him and say, "I'm just so hungry since I took this wheel. I have had
More.
I'm sorry?
Then I will give you more.
Oh, do you have like a to-go bag?
He looks confused for a little bit, then eventually goes over to the larger clay, picks up, gives it to you.
Cora does a happy shimmy, like when you're really hungry and you just got food and it was really good. She does her happy shimmy, and thanks him again. She feels so carefree. And she takes her pot of stew and walks out the door and turns around and thanks him like 3 times on our way out.
Goodbye. What do you
Sorry, what do we call?
What do we call ourselves?
My name is Cora Brierly Rosewind Terraville Sparklefoot, and my friends and I together, we go by the name Special K. It's a little funny, but, we like it.
Is it?
People laughed at it the last time we said it, so I thought so, but maybe not.
Did they?
They did.
Okay.
I'll be heading back to...
Goodbye, Special K.
Bye, Hruki. Thanks for the soup.
Bye.
And with that, you guys stand inside in the forest.
Are we headed back to New Uranium?
No, we're going to go southwest to try and find those buildings.
We're going in a straight line, guys. Straight line. Don't hit
any trees.
Yeah, run. Carrie just wants to make fun of someone.
You go in a straight line, but you have to, on occasion, dodge out the way because there is a tree in the way.
Really?
Yes.
In a forest?
You're in a forest, and there are trees as you walk in the straight line.
We were warned by Hruki not to walk into trees.
Well, I would have thought that, Emma would have parted them first.
I assume that she would walk into the trees just to spite.
Yeah.
So I guess Cora is like a human compass, right? We just follow her.
She sure is going to feel like she is. Whether or not she is, we'll find out. But she feels like she is.
Do you need to hold out that wheel in front of you, or no?
I think that's only to try and find where the other thing is.
Oh, the other
the crown,
totems, whatever you call it. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But I know it gives me proficiency in nature. I don't know that that's directions, though. That might be survival.
Jack, as usual, myself, maybe less Cora now. She's concentrating getting us there safely and precisely. Can I do nature checks to pick up any kind of interesting flowers and herbs on the way, since this is new land again?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead and make...
Is it nature or survival check?
Yeah, this was survival, actually.
Okay. Ooh. There we go, it's rolling. Oh, God.
Give you guidance.
Oh, just in time. Can I have guidance? Is that all right? Can I roll D4?
Yeah, all right.
Thank you. 14.
You do not find anything beyond herbs, flowers you have discovered.
Okay, thank you. We continue.
For several hours. Sort of have a look around the scan. Hilly. Make perception checks.
Is that all of us?
It's group.
Okay.
Oh, Cora's just wrecked us all.
Oh.
I'm betting mine's going to be low. Okay, I just want you to know this. I'm betting a single chip. That's relatively low. And everyone now owes me a chip. Thanks. Oh my god, that's lower than me. He's walking into trees.
Yeah, Sparhawk, you walk into a tree somehow.
Trees around. You do it anyway.
If you sort of look around, snip. Your eyes just kind of adjusting.
No, that's fine. I'm sorry.
Cora and Emron, you do plot. So Emron and there are some stone-like buildings, something on the planes themselves. You can see the odd tree isolated, really. Best you can tell, actual structures they're just or something like. There's no reason. They look run down and such. The grass is quite long around it. Do you guys want to start making your way towards it, or?
Cora's gonna enthusiastically, not meaning to hurt you, but probably because she's so carefree now, for the new a little bit, but she's gonna tap Emerald on the shoulder. Oh my gosh, do you see that? I bet that those are the buildings that he was talking about.
Do you think we should approach it as the way we are now, or do you think we should be a bit more stealthy?
Oh, right.
What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, Hruki didn't seem to think that this guy was dangerous, otherwise he wouldn't have sent us there, but it can never hurt to try and be on guard just in case. I guess he couldn't really speak to him, but he didn't attack him.
Okay, well, if that's the case, I have a spell that can make us all very stealthy, pass without trace.
Sure.
So I'll tell everybody
I'm gonna look back at Sparhawk, who ran into an imaginary tree, and go, yes, we gotta help him to make sure that he doesn't fall down or anything.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask everybody to come near me because that's a radius. I think they pass without trace, isn't it? Yeah, and I cast pass without trace on the soul.
Cora's so excited, she's gonna give Carrie a piggyback ride, so we are tighter in our radius.
Yay! Yippee! My camera's cut off.
Right, so we can head towards it.
So,
are we stealthing? Yes.
And if you are stealthing, go ahead. Stealth checks, please.
Yeah.
Add 10.
That's 2 natural ones.
Awesome, Sparhawk.
That is 3 natural ones in a row.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, I don't think we're stealthing anyway. Ironically, the big dragonborn is
that is karma. Stop looking at me. Where your feet are going.
Wow. My God, guys.
That is quite astounding.
Which probably just puts us normal, as if we're just walking.
I like how Cora's we need to help him, and then she just falls over.
So, try as you might. Rob, Harry, Chris, you guys are being very quiet. Sparhawk, Isaac, and somehow every twig, every stone, every pothole tumbling, and Sparhawk somehow some insects are climbing all over you, attracted to you. Come on, get away from me!
Or is looking for food. Drop and carry.
I think like you just feel particularly slivery, and on occasion you just feel the need to like piss towards just to make.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
It's so any benefit of pass without a trace is ruined by the sheer noise everyone's making.
So I want to just look like Cora's backpack. I'm just so still on her back that I look like a backpack.
I think, knowing that we were approaching the person, Sparhawk had actually pulled his sword, and he was too busy looking at. When he pulled the sword, he was like, "This is so beautiful," and he's too busy looking at that to.
I think in spite of Sparhawk clanking away and Cora's tummy rumbling, she's so hungry, I would especially just say shush to Isaac. I just ignore. I just every time he makes steps on the twig.
Ting, ting. God damn it, Isaac!
Cora misses Agnes, so she just starts humming bagpipe music.
You wander your way from a very tall, thick grass, and it's actually like really tall grass. It's like neck area. I mean, for Chris, you can't actually like which is just a sea over. Good for no halflings or no. But eventually, grass breaks, and you find yourself. Could only be described as an abandoned village.
Oh.
The buildings here, they look ancient. Like the stone in it's got moss and ivy, like thrown over moves along and become one with it's like earth is like sunk. There are some structures that just about remain, but you get the feeling that a slight tap or push would like knock them all over. One thing you'll notice more than anything else is that in the streets is about be about 8 be a dozen statues, people, humans belong clearly to the new.
Oh, jolly good.
They are frozen in a sense of like cells. Some of them like charging to attack. They just scatter, and you can clearly tell that there are some places where there were statues, but they were down smashed and smashed up.
So would this be a creature that we have not seen before, or would that be any of us would have seen in the old land, monsters and whatnot?
Well, there are plenty of things that can cause petrifications.
Yeah.
This is
just Isaac.
This is clearly petrification.
Jack, I think at this point I probably would run out from hiding.
So the rest of you see someone rushing out, and he looks fearful, sweating. Would you like to describe the jet?
What's that?
Would you like to describe what your looks like?
What I look like?
Yes.
So brown hair, brown eyed, probably about 5'11", medium build, 185 pounds or something like that. Probably mid to late 40s. Kind of like ragged clothes, a little bit like somebody that's been on the road or in surviving in the woods, for a period of time. A little bit of a beard, with some graying in the beard and the hair and the beard. A little bit of a haggard look. obviously scared looking and sweating, like you said, frantically running up to you, and I would just, Joe Pricks would say, okay, thank the universe that you're here finally. I've been waiting. You finally come. Okay, we're gonna have to hide. It's gonna come back. We're not safe out in the open like this, especially with as loud as you guys have been. We have to get to hiding.
You'll hear some very loud, very heavy footsteps. But
Alright,
That aren't mine.
Can I hide?
It's coming back. We're gonna have to get the shelter quick. There's only so long I can keep this thing at bay.
Ooh.
Do we even trust this guy? He's around a load of New Order statues, and he's just telling us what to do. I don't like him.
Wait, they were New Order people that were petrified?
I'm with you, Fort Chris.
I would hide anyway because I think that whatever noise is scary. There are plenty of buildings. I don't have to hide in the same building as him. So Carrie's still on my back, and I look, get out your stuff. Let's go.
Notice
I was
brown green mist is sort of exuberating on. It's only like at an angle, but you know what it means. You see what.
like this form.
Joffrix? Can you guys hear me?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, you keep going.
Jorprix, you notice probably about 30 feet. There's a greenish like mist that sort of seeps around. That's only about ankle high. And you know that's the beginning of comes next.
Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah. This isn't good. You see this isn't good. We gotta go. We have to hide. We gotta get out of it.
Where are we hiding, guys? Where are we going?
In this building over here, at least temporarily. We might be able to overpower this thing, but I think we should seek shelter and we can reconvene and we can come up with a plan to defeat this thing. But right now we're sitting ducks. We're right out in the open.
Okay, stop talking. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll head to a building. Still don't trust you. Hang around with a bunch of New Order guys.
Alright, so does anybody not run towards it?
Not run towards it?
Yeah.
I can't. I would love to, but I'm on Cora's back.
Well, we are running together, my dear.
We are running.
It's going to be a bumpy ride up there.
I'm going to run up next to Cora and whisper to her, but can we trust this sweaty old man, though? Maybe he's the one that's caused everyone to stone. How do we know that?
Well, we could kill him here in the street, or we could kill him in that building, but I don't like the green mist.
Okay.
So you all follow this man inside a nearby building. As soon as you all get inside, he slams. You take a moment to breathe, Jorbrix. As you all quieten down, as you all hear outside in the street that you were just in. Seem to moving away.
Can I peer out of a window? I'm a nosy guy.
There is no window. This is like a fully secluded
Okay.
place.
Yeah, that's the thing that I've been hiding from. That's what turned those people to stone. Not that there's any love lost for those people. They were I was actually set on by those people, and I don't know where this thing came from. It almost seemed to come from the buildings itself. I don't know what happened.
Do I believe him that he was set on about from these people, or is he just trying to trick us?
I'm suspicious.
Go and make an insight check. Jorbrix, can you go ahead and make a persuasion roll, please?
So what? You could just be lying through your teeth. I wouldn't even know.
How long have you been here?
Oh my goodness.
Or not.
The rest of you get the feeling that the sky is too blunt to be dishonest.
Well, I can appreciate bluntness.
Check my hair? No. Oh.
Sorry, where are my manners? My name is Joe Prix Calporo. I've been waiting a long time. I've been waiting a long time for you. I wasn't sure who was coming, but I knew you were coming.
How did you know we were coming?
I don't even entirely know how I knew that you were coming, but I've been following the signs, following the portents pretty much every day, and it's led me to this centaur, and there was a bounty on the centaur, and it's led me in that direction. And I can't say that I've really ever considered centaur hunting. It's kind of a new thing for me, but the portents led me in that direction, and I knew I had to come to this land. I knew I had to come to this land because something's happening here. And I'm obviously from the old world too, but something's happening here, and it needs to be set right for the universe's sake.
Well, I'll just jump in quickly and say that there is a bounty on the centaur, but we're going to try and sort that out when we go back to town. We're going to get that bounty taken off. The centaur's actually a nice guy. Just been chatting with him. But anyway, I know that's not relevant right now, but just in case you do see him, we're not still hunting the centaur.
Oh, good, because I didn't know what I was going to do when I got to the centaur, because I've never hunted a centaur before in my life. But the smoke and the smoke and the bones and the cracks in the wall, they've been leading me. They've been leading me here. And then as I waited in hiding from this thing, it said that the cracks in the wall, I read them, and I rolled the bones and rolled the bones. It said that you were coming. It said you were coming, and I was finally going to be able to meet up with you. And Caliph, my friend, my owl friend, she spotted you a ways off, and then I lost track of you for a moment. And then your noise was unmistakable, and I knew you guys were gonna be taken by this thing. You're turned to stone or killed or worse. I don't know, but I haven't been able to overpower it. So at this point, I'm just hiding. It's this giant monstrosity. I don't know if it's metal or what. It's this big hulking beast looking like thing. When I got here, I ran into these brutes outside, these new order people, and they basically cornered me. And I tried my best to defend myself, and I might have been able to get out of it, but a stray spell hit a wall, and it seemed to almost come from the wall. This thing, it just sprang forth almost from the building, and it made quick work of them, and I managed to escape. And I've been just hiding in here for days, it seems.
So Cora's
We
gonna
apologise for being late, I guess.
No
Cora's
worries.
gonna sit there and say, it came from the wall of one of these buildings, and you thought you should hide in one of the buildings?
Well, the bone. I rolled the bones, and the bones said that you'd be coming. That I had to, and I can't. I mean, my life is inconsequential. That the universe has a plan, and I'm just a piece in it. And so it's telling me, the portents are telling me that I had to meet you, and we have to set a wrong to right. And whether or not I make it through is inconsequential. Like I said, it's got to be done.
Carrie just pops over Cora's shoulder and she's like, "You mentioned the universe. What? Why? A lot of universe. What is that? Why?" She just goes back down again.
Is there a question now, or just a collection of
She's confused at what's happening. Basically, what I was asking is, why do you keep saying universe?
Jofix, just nod and agree. It's what we do.
Well, we're all part of the universe. It's all the planes in this world and this continent and the continent before, and we're all, and it's all in harmony, and it speaks to us all the time, whether we choose to acknowledge it or not. And there are ways that we can identify what's happening, and there are ways that we can see what which direction the universe is going. If there's only a way that we can, and I don't know everything. I don't know all of it, but I know some tricks. I've learned some tricks and known some people, and I've experienced some things, some ways that I can find, that I can read what needs to happen and what will happen in the future, and good outcomes, possibly maybe bad outcomes. Sometimes I'm able to catch a glimpse of what may happen in the future.
Are you some sort of cleric? You keep talking about portents and cracks in walls, and is this a godly given gift?
I don't pray to any gods. I don't have a particular god that I pray to. I just learn to. I've learned to study the world and the universe. I've charted the stars. I look for repeating instances. I look for repeating numbers. I roll the bones and I see which way the bones are rolling, and it helps me to understand what may happen in the future. When I smoke my pipe in the morning, I'm able to get a glimpse of some possible outcomes, and luckily so far none of them have led to my demise as yet. So
make a
what? Sorry.
Make a perception check, please.
Perception. Yeah.
Smoking a pipe as well, definitely.
Oh fuck!
You can't hear anything, right?
Why am I an advantage? Am I supposed to be at an advantage?
Well, you were making a perception. Everyone was keeping an ear out, so that's why. Perceptions.
You mentioned this beast, this green mist as well. I'm taking that as part of it.
They're talking to you, Chet.
I'm sorry. What was that again?
You mentioned a green. Not mentioned. You mentioned the beast. This green mist that was outside. Is that a part of it?
It comes with it. It comes, but I don't fully know. But I've noticed that it comes with it. It turned those people to stone.
The green mist and those caught in its blast are turned to stone.
Yeah, what he said.
The universe spoke to me. I'm gonna hop on Flora's back and just open the door a teeny bit and just see if it's there.
Make a perception check.
Oh, I'm gonna freeze the storm. I'm gonna kill us all. That's it, guys. Sorry. End of campaign. I'm looking up instead of down.
Go to open the door, make a check to take a look. Jaw pricks, you would immediately shut down, just close the door. That's a bad idea to go.
We don't do that. Not right now.
Do you shut my fingers in the door? It's just because of
No.
Oh.
as gently as urgently and gently.
I
as
could
possible.
send what?
Mad Dog.
It's out. Mad Dog. Yeah, I'll send Mad Dog out a tiny crack in the door and send him to go and see what we can see out there.
Who's this Mad Dog? Who's Mad Dog?
That Mad Dog.
And I gesture to my shoulder, and my little pseudo dragon is sitting quite happily, chattering away.
Oh,
he's my only friend in the world. He does lots of things for me.
Lovely.
Before I met these guys, they're not too bad.
He should meet Caleb. Caleb, I have Caleb.
You later.
I have a friend Caleb who's currently taking the shape of an owl. And she's a fae. She's a fae spirit, and she's helped me through some dark times.
Yes, mine is also a fae spirit. It's not a real dragon. Definitely.
Sorry, guys.
Fascinating.
Where would we be without our familiars?
Sorry. Is it just me or is Richard's mic?
He did lag out.
Feedback.
He did lag out.
I keep hearing him lag out.
I heard what you said.
Was I log it? Okay.
I heard what you said, so.
Yeah, I was just saying I was sending Mad Dog out, and then explaining who Mad Dog was.
All right. So
Little bird.
Nothing major.
So you open the door. You send Mad Dog out. Out he goes. Do you look through his eyes?
Yes, I will do. We seem relatively safe in this building, so.
Okay, so seeing through Mad Dog's eyes,
immediately takes up perches on top of buildings and scopes around. Can you make a perception check, please? He looks around.
On fire tonight.
See anything as of.
Good news, it's gone. We're perfectly safe and it's nowhere to be seen. We can go out and just be perfectly safe outside now.
Did you see if the green mist was down there?
And
Looks down.
And Vorkris, here, if I talk to him, can he hear me while he's looking through Mad Dog's eyes?
Yeah, well, he can talk. He just
No, I
like you can.
I don't think I did hear. I can feel.
Yeah, you can feel, and you can't. Like you can't see, and you can't hear, but you talk.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Like you can tell them what you're seeing, Chris, but you can't hear what they are asking in return.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will describe the beautiful fields and some buildings and not a sign of a giant murderous petrification monster anywhere.
Can Mad Dog make a Constitution saving throw, please?
There we
Uh-oh.
go. That's a question.
No.
Get a stone dragon.
No pluses, so just a straight con.
Ooh. Right.
You can still see through Mad Dog's eyes, but no longer move. As a green mist.
I will blink him out of existence. And blink him back to my shoulder.
I just need to check something. There's Mr.
I was gonna say, how would that work? You just put the statue onto your shoulder.
I don't know, but why this stone mad dog's going to appear on my shoulder?
Stone
Just
gargoyle
lying
attached to you.
blinking.
Nice. That's how they get gargoyled. It all makes sense now.
Cora, when you were looking at the food, I just wanted to say, like, Carrie's just looking at you anxiously, just looking up at you, like, don't eat the help, don't eat me. I know that you said you were
very
gonna.
sad.
I need to Google this. This is something.
Cora's gonna feel that from you, and she's gonna walk away from you.
Carrie's gonna continue following you, but she's gonna be like, "You're hungry."
She's still gonna walk away from you. I'm gonna be
I
kind of
know.
side-eyeing the floor
following
for
you.
bugs.
Yes, do you want a child following you? Can I give her one of my rations? Just be like,
I have enough rations. Hold it.
"You hungry?"
Bites your
Right.
hand off.
Because it's the same creature, unless you recast the spell, new
Oh,
creature.
no.
When you bamf him
Well, it's
back-
not recasting the spell. It's
Yeah,
you can
no,
blink him out of existence and blink him back.
that's right, but you can also cast a spell to basically.
Yes.
But you're not doing that on this occasion. You're bamfing him out.
Nope.
So when that happens, for Chris, your shoulder it feels an intense weight as a relatively large dragon is on your shoulder. He tumbles off onto the ground, chips a little himself.
Did he smash when he hit the ground?
No, just a little bit. A little bit of him fell off, but he's still in relative intact.
Okay.
Cora's gonna start crying and go down to try and help workers pick him up.
Yeah, I will pick him up and I will just hold him tight against me and snug, make sure he doesn't fall again.
He's actually really fucking heavy.
Yep.
Is this
I'm really fucking weak.
Is it just a stone thing now? What is it?
I don't know. I don't know how to cure this. I'm sure it's possible, but
Joe Bricks would say,
I will
yeah.
need to do some more research.
Joe Bricks would say, "Yeah, this is my fear. This is my fear." Caliph is flying very high to scout, and I kept bamfing her back. My fear was that she would be turned to stone as well. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in this situation.
I'm going to open my bag of holding and say, one for the bag of holding for Chris?
No, he stays with me.
Okay.
Is that a piece of his tail, Cora?
I think so. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold it over to Vorkris.
Looks tight.
Thank you. I'll put it away in my pocket for now until I work out how to reattach a piece of Mad Dog.
It's only like a centimetre of. It's not like a significant.
If I lost a centimetre of my body, I'd be upset, especially in some areas.
Well, if I lost a centimetre of part of my body, I'd lose the whole thing. So, what do you guys want to proceed?
Well, you mentioned that you thought we could take this thing on, overpower it somehow. You must have a rough idea or a plan. Or maybe you could consult with your bones or something and see if they could advise us.
I think we can take it. I think we have to be careful of positioning. I don't know exactly the nature of its power, but we may be able to take it if we can keep out of sight of I don't know if it's its gaze or the mist that produces this effect. But I think that maybe we can take it. Otherwise, we might just have to abandon this area. But if you say that the centaur is a good creature, then I can't see leaving it here, and possibly being a threat to him. So I'd like to eliminate this beast because I think it will foul a lot of things up in the area.
I look down at my stone Mad Dog and say, yes, it must fucking die.
You know this mist you're talking about, old man. Do you know whether that mist can be blown away? And I looked at Carrie.
I don't know if we had like a warding wind or something like that we could just blow the mist away. Maybe we could.
Yeah, I just wondered whether you know it's like a mist that can be blown, or does it stay? You know, it's worth a try, isn't it? If we're able to blow it away from us.
I swear, she doesn't do the one thing she does in every specifically designed where that thing could actually be beneficial. I'm done. She's stuck in that phase where she's like,
she is.
I know.
Harry is literally stuck in that phase. Oh, bless.
Just teasing.
Yeah. But that could be a way something to try for sure.
So if there's a way that we can get the mist away, I don't know. I don't know if it's a matter of its gaze. I've heard of other creatures having a gaze that has this effect.
Yeah.
I've heard of these kind of mists. Honestly, in the melee that ensued, I was very confused, and I took cover as quickly as I could. So I really don't have much more information other than I know the mist follows it, and I know when I see the mist that I've got to get to cover.
The last thing I saw before I brought Mad Dog back was a green mist around me, so it seems like the mist is related in some way.
So,
away from everyone.
Hey, come back here. Cora would do something that she probably should have done at several times at this point, but she would say, "Elkayan Baruch Bar Kolen," and that is a Gnomish phrase for lure the badger from her burrow, which is just kind of describing taking somebody out of the comfort zone. And she would cast Aid. So I would like to try to remember who has the worst hit points. I think Vorkris has lower hit points. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, they're always pretty low.
So then you and myself and maybe... Who else? Probably not Sparhawk. Isaac, what are your hit points?
51.
Oh, Carrie, what are you?
Oh my! I'm so sorry, but I'm so surprised the sorcerer's got more hit points than paladin. If you're a paladin, what are you? You're a hexite. Never mind. I've got 55. I'm fine.
55.
Yeah.
All right, then. I love Emron,
more than all the rest of you, and I will give him 5 hit points. And
Yay!
Right in the heart, that.
So biased.
all the rest of you were like, I don't need it. I'm over here with 40 hit points as your
I would have loved
cleric.
I have 36.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like the rivalry between them, everyone and Isaac are like exactly the same maximum.
I know, right? I just kept my mouth shut. That's the irony thing. We have the same hit points.
Everyone just sits his fire and eat martini.
All right, so
So,
that lasts for 8 hours for you guys.
Okay, just ask someone to catch me up. Not
I
a
was-
lot. I had my headphones on, but
I don't suppose there happens to be any dead bodies within 10 feet of this building, does there?
They're petrified, so
Bastards.
still alive.
not exactly
Then.
dead. They're petrified.
So much for my new secret weapon.
I was tempted
Pardon
then
me.
to use one of my smite slots to cast aid on everybody else, but smite slot, or spell slot.
Aaron, there is a creature out there who seems to be spitting out a petrifying gas that is non-solid and susceptible to perhaps strong winds.
Thing is,
Anything that comes to mind that you can do?
the thing is, what I wanted to ask for brevity reasons is, if I did warning wind, I'm not exactly getting rid of the wind. I'm just circling around me and on me. And,
We'll find out.
Is there no way
That's
to
fine.
control?
You cast it, we'll walk you into the mist, and then while it all
I
comes
can-
towards you,
I
we'll.
can do it. I can do it, and I could not twin spell it. I could careful spell it, which I think would cancel out the effects on you because it's in my spell area and my effect. But the thing is, if it gets on me, then it goes because I'm a sedgy.
Aura, with a very hungry look in her eyes, will look at you and say, "We'll take care of you. We do what we need to do, and we'll take care of you. If you go down, we'll take care of you."
You go down, I'll eat you.
That's not what Cora said. That's what Sparhawk said.
Fine.
Cora goes on a diet immediately.
I just go, fine. When do you want me to start making farts fly around?
I think I just heard a thud, so
Now?
is now the time? Are we ready?
She starts like Terry to start like.
I'll look at this new guy who's been lovingly nicknamed Old Man. And say, Old Man, which way does it generally come from? Is it high? How big is it?
Oh shit!
It's much larger than us. Once it's passed and gone past the end of the building around the block, I think that's probably our best shot.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna ask quickly before we go out. Yeah, old man. Is it an open sky up above? Like, are we just in an open town, right? Like we're not in an enclosed square or anything. It's a technical question. I'm just thinking about a spell that I may cast.
That's
It's an open
good-
space building, right?
I think it's the best
Yeah,
for Jack to answer.
Oh, okay. We didn't see a map. Okay, cool. Sorry. Thank you.
You guys have been on this page, like, haven't you?
Roll. Yep.
Yeah.
I meant to put you guys on this page a lot.
Ah,
drop clicks, you exist.
I'm there.
Yeah, like I even had him on the GM layer ready to. I did all that, and you guys never saw it.
Curious. Now we've got an idea what it looks like.
Make a perception check.
I'm
please.
just.
Anyway, I'll show you.
Hey. Oh, there we are.
So you guys are effectively in this building.
I am assuming we are going to be trying to kill this thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your bricks.
Um,
Remember what happened
What's that?
A warning from Borkus?
Just remember what happened when the New Order had this thing, and you have occasionally thought this thing.
I don't think I got all of that.
Just remember what happened with the New Order and yourself thing. It didn't seem to take damage.
Yeah, it didn't seem to take normal damage from the these brutes from the New Order. So we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to be clever about how we take this thing down.
Well, you mentioned this came from a building. It just came out of a building. Do you remember which building it was?
It just seemed to leap out. Jack, would I have seen it directly? I'm assuming.
This one.
I wonder if there's any clue in there to stop it or anything.
I could cast Warning Wind on the hopes it doesn't petrify me. We could make our way over there.
So, Volcrus, are you out in the street at the moment?
Workers, come back! Come back!
Sorry,
am I
I
on
got
the
a work
street?
message. Say again.
Are you out in the street at the moment?
No.
Okay, just checking.
I don't know why I was there. I don't think I moved myself there.
Okay, well, when do you guys want me to cast the Warning Wind stuff?
Not yet. Not while we're in here.
Oh, she puts her hands down and waving them in the air.
But you can't hear any.
Perhaps we should spread out.
Spread out.
Some people go in the building are joining this one.
Yep, I'm going to head over that way, actually.
Okay, well, who's coming outside with me to do the Warning Wind stuff?
I'll go with you.
I got the old man with me.
What's that?
I got the old man with me. Who's joining me and the old man?
Old man. I'm like 45. I'm not that old.
That's double my age and a bit more.
All right. Enough of that.
Get thee.
I mean, Jawbricks, you're just looking at this girl. She's probably no older than 16.
Yeah, hold his arm. He might fall over on you. He's very weak and very old.
Don't stub your toe, old man. Careful.
Isn't everyone like hundreds?
Yeah, but I don't look
I'm not like 80 years old.
He acts like he's 7.
Okay. Okay, but he's aged well. He's got no grey hairs. He's got nice hair.
So,
Just a couple of gray hairs, just a little bit here and there.
Can I go out
So
the back of the
I see.
building to here? Out this way.
So yeah,
The mist.
that wall there is particularly. So you can't walk through it at the moment, but you can force it down.
That doesn't sound very quiet. I'll wait to go out the main door with Cora.
Who's going out first?
Everyone's so scared.
Send the child out.
Harry, you make your way out first.
Can I just, as soon as I see any green mist, I'm going to cast Water, just so you know.
So, just show me on the map where to go.
Ah! Oh shit! Okay. Literally just gonna step out the door.
So she steps out.
But
Looks around, see any except for the statues
no green mist.
that you can see at the moment.
Okay, well then can I? So now that I'm level 2 rogue, I don't know if that helps anything with the hiding stuff. But can I go and just sort of like crouch over here?
Yeah.
And then just signal someone to come with me?
Are you stealthing or you just move?
Yes, stealthing.
Right. Make a stealth.
5.
You signal someone to come with you.
Yes.
Clank, clank,
After,
clank,
after,
clank.
Let's go, guys. That's 11.
So you make your way over.
Yes, I do.
Perception check for me once you get there, please.
I can do so, sir. This
Jack,
child is
what-
a brave child.
Jack, do I need to be
Anyone
in an initiative to cast mage armor?
No.
Can I have? Okay.
No,
I'd like to do that.
Jawbrick starts glowing.
Well, that's going to help us hide, isn't it, old man?
What color though? What color does he glow?
It's always purple.
Oh, purple is good, guys.
Right, so
Okay, yeah, I got 21.
Carrie goes off ahead. Are the rest of you staying in there?
No, I'll come out and just say hello to the world.
Go ahead and move your tokens where you'd like them to be. So, Carrie, you were there. Isaac, are you going straight there?
No. Right next to her.
Right, so yeah, so Carrie, your perception check from. So as you peer around the corner, you see some long, heavy tufts of grass, and you can see something else. Something wisps over the top of the grass, almost like a tail or something. It's long and whip-like and quick.
Can I pull out 2 daggers just like as like a warning? Like not a warning, but like just ready. Just like silently, just go like that, encouraging.
Grass is shifting,
Oh, right.
like from the top end.
Sorry.
So look flammable. Is like the grass flammable too?
Like, the grass is really tall, and have you ever seen a? Have you ever seen a dog go inside?
Yeah.
Like a field, like you can see the
Yeah.
grass shift going in.
Ooh.
There's some kind of,
It's
so,
fine.
so Carrie, that's what you see at that corner.
I take it these two are like right next to me where I can like. There's enough space for me to whisper, being like, without making it loud, right? I
You can
literally
whisper.
just whisper. Oh wow! Okay. I'm gonna whisper to them. It's like that's something weird.
See more of that whipping tail.
Jack, quick question. Would I have my portents available to me at this time of the day?
Have you rolled?
I have not. You want me to just put them in the chat?
Yeah,
Okay.
roll 2d20s now then.
Okay. Over there, 16 and
2.
Oh, 2.
Nice. They're good rolls.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, what happens?
Well, those are
What
just
was I gonna say?
Jawbricks is a different. So he portents. So he rolls 2d20s, and then at any point throughout the day, any roll that's made, he gets any one of those 2 numbers. So like he gets
Oh,
1,
okay.
2. So I could roll like a really high attack, but then he could be like, well, that 19 is now a 2, and now I have to use the 2. But he only gets to use that
Amazing.
so into his next point.
Oh, I thought it was like a rap thing where we both explode at the same time.
Like that, like divination wizards, they don't have a lot of spells that like they benefit from the cheap like copying of spells, but they get portion, which is really fucking useful.
Okay.
This will be new to me because I've never done this before, so I probably will misuse it several times. So.
I know how it
Still good
works.
to hang over.
So,
Okay.
how do you want to proceed?
Can I change my staff into the Dream Snatcher?
All right, then. So Isaac snakes up.
How loud was that?
I love
How
that.
loud was that? How loud was that?
Huh? It was audible.
I just turn back to old man and Isaac and just go, guys, stop glowing and stop making noise. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go over here.
This thing, whatever it is it was here. Looks like it's just off.
Ooh.
Right, well then I'm gonna go here then. Hearing that, I'm just gonna point over there, just scud off. Oh, okay, he does. Is that okay if I scud off there in stealth?
go ahead and move wherever you want to.
Cool. Can I roll a stealth?
You already
Right.
stepped.
Oh, okay. So, wait, would I still be stealthing or not?
Yeah, because nothing's broken your stealth. You have a stealth of 11.
Okay, cool.
Did I forget this? Should I have stealth? I'm sorry.
Well, nobody else rolled stealth, so that's why.
I'm just.
That's why whatever that was, it heard you over there because you guys were not stealth. So
Great.
Clank, 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 clank.
I will attempt to
Me?
stealth from now on.
All right,
Fuck me. Okay. Of course, the road's the one that's stealthing. This is the building that the stuff came from, right? I think
yes.
It came from. That's a big image. Oh, they did something. It's stealthing. Yay! Fuck's sake, Isaac.
Can I ready a spell knowing that I will waste it if I don't cast it?
Which spell are you readying? Because
I'm gonna ready cold lightning.
cold lightning is a concentration spell.
Yes.
You can have it ready for the maximum amount of time it lasts, which is minutes.
Okay, so in that case, concentration up to 10 minutes. It says duration.
I think so. You can have it ready for 10 minutes.
Okay.
That's helpful.
10 minutes quite long, isn't it? I suppose. Yeah, I will ready it.
Can
Thanks.
I, once I get there, can I just, because we're not in initiative right now, are we?
That's right. Yep.
No. Can I cast? I think it's a cantrip. Let me just have a look. Yeah, minor illusion, just to make a sound back over where it came from, like back up there.
Sure. So, illusion happens. A sound. Appears to be no reaction.
Fuck's sake, it knows magic. Okay. Oh, I'm just hiding here. This is the building where it came from, right? Originally, like it came out of this building, right?
It looks like it came out from here. It looks like this particular building, there was a large indentation of where something was resting.
Okay.
Just wasn't moving. Like, the ground itself and the ground looks like something very heavy, like, and muscular was there, like, a long time until just recently.
Left an indent then, right?
Good.
Okay.
Like a
I'm
bolt
gonna just ask, like,
basically.
oh, okay. I'm gonna look at the other two and just be like, "Do you guys see anything in here?" And then I'm gonna do a would it be insight?
Do you want to go investigate the room?
Yes, investigate. Sorry.
Alright. Room, make an investigation check.
Investigation. 9.
While she's doing that,
Yep.
seeing that everyone has followed the plan and spread out,
Yep.
I'm going to push this statue over.
Oh my god.
Yes.
It smashes as it hits the ground and crumbles into several
And
dozen.
then look around all over, see if we can see anything.
And, make a
I'm going to investigate.
Perception.
Yes.
Did we recognize any of these New Order people? Like they weren't any of the big players.
None of the.
Buenos.
You saw some of them in the warehouse that one time, but that was about it.
Okay.
Jeff. That's Jeff.
Jeff.
Well, if it was Buenos, I would go push it down.
You can't see or hear anything. Sparhole. I mean, Kerry, as you sort of investigate around immediate, all that's really sort of strikes out to you is information that was there, as well as what appears to be an old, decrepit chest in the.
Can Joe Bricks? Yeah, can we investigate it?
Yeah, you can make an investigation check as well, Joe Bricks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Old man has some eyes.
So good at investigating.
In terms of this particular room, there appears to be special about it. It looks like it was just a room where this thing was resting. There are no hidden trapdoors, no extra stuff, no really anything in this particular.
see.
What are the others doing? Sorry to cut you off.
Well, as you turn to say this, do you say this towards Joe Briggs? Kerry?
Oh no, that was Rio asking because I've noticed Cora hasn't had a go yet.
Kerry's inside the building. She can't. You don't know because Kerry can't see beyond the building's walls. You can see just about see Sparhawk has pushed one of the statues over. You know, you can see Isaac's shadow by the door entrance that you came in, but you can't see any of the others.
I'll look back at Isaac and say, "Snake boy, get inside."
He's just knocked something over. I gotta make sure he's all right.
I heard it.
Walked into it.
Walked into it.
Can I specifically look at the chest and see if there's how decrepit it is and if it opens easily or?
Real old. There's a padlock on it, but it's rusted. But a good boot to the chest might break it.
Okay, can I attempt to do that? In my old man state.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll on it.
An attack roll.
Yeah, will be an unarmed attack roll against it.
Oh,
unless you're using a melee weapon.
I don't even know how to do that. Unarmed attack.
I couldn't pick it open, could I? With my.
No, the lock's way too
daggers.
rusty to work like that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Make like a athletics check or something.
No, it's an attack
No?
roll. So if you're not proficient in unarmed strikes, it'd be a strength check.
Strength check.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't think Joe Brooks is. Oh.
That's a save. So check, please.
Oh. Wrong.
So lucky. So lucky.
I'd do it if it was the other way around.
Just click on.
Just on the actual word strength.
Yep. Yay.
So you give it a good. The padlock jingles a little. Doesn't seem to have broken.
Can I see him doing that and then can I go over there and just sneak attack it?
It's not something you can sneak attack. It doesn't know.
It's not sentient.
It would be surprised.
It will be. It cannot be surprised. It's a chest.
I could be surprised. No. Okay. Can I? Oh, magic missile is singles.
Vorkris, to that particular area, there is a cloak that is inside the well. You can see that.
Ooh, can I get out with Mage Hand?
Yeah. So you go to Mage Hand, unhooks himself everywhere, bring it up to himself. It's an interesting look.
Do I suspect it's some kind of magical cloak?
Could be.
I will tuck it safely away. In fact, I will wrap up my lovely Mad Dog in it that's still being held in my hands, and I will tuck it away in my pack.
So, but you hear from inside the building to Chris's left, which signifies when your box hits the chest, and you see something else very toward.
Where do I see it? Okie doke. So I'd move up there and start waving frantically. I don't want to shout, but I want to wave and hope someone notices me. And then, point down at where it's coming.
I believe Isaac will notice you.
Yeah.
Sparhawk's moving the other way, so he won't see it. So, Isaac, Chris, waving you down.
I'll turn to Sparhawk, obviously say it quietly. I think Walkris has seen something. Maybe we should head over towards him.
And as you say that, Perry and Jorks to the south immediately smashes away. Dust, rubble flies everywhere. They just all cover your eyes. Dirt. towards in don't see any first except ish like this. It is a sound of metal crinking against each other. You see a head, large horns, and a like face, and a body the size of an extremely large beast. But the difference between a regular beast and this one is this one is made entirely of metal.
Well, how am I supposed to like turn that into a zombie? God damn it!
Oh
Sorry,
shit!
I think to myself.
Can I get initiative, please?
You can indeed, dear sir. My phone, sorry, I also just realized it's gonna die, so. And I want Discord to anyway. Oh my god, that's so loud.
Negative ones, the natural ones haven't stopped.
Yep, that's what I got.
Except for Jack. This is not a good sign.
God, we roll so low, you guys, majority of us.
You need to swap with Jack.
Who's not on?
Could be me. We're just trying to do artistry on G-Max, so please only. Oh my god, I can't do it one hand. Ah! Initiative! Did I forget? Did I do it?
There we go.
I did it. Does my reaction thing go off, by the way? Or is that's only when I see green mist, not when I see the actual beast, right?
You will wait. Yeah, the exact specifications of what the spell for has not.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, Isaac, you're up first.
Don't think I can reach it. Okay, just have to do the same old. Charge in. Next to Kerry and fire 2 Eldritch Blasts off it.
Alright, make 2 ranged attacks, please. Both hits. Fire 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Nice.
They bounce off of
It's not last bit.
it. Seemingly has absolutely no effect on it whatsoever.
Oh.
It appears
good.
It appears to be immune to force damage.
Oh shit.
That's your turn.
Yeah, that's all.
I silently curse myself for practicing magic missile this morning.
This guy's... Breathe. Fine cone. Yeah, if it breathes it out this way, it will get. Yeah, it will get Kerry, Isaac, and.
Is this the green mist by any chance?
This is the.
Is it? Okay, well then does my thing go off?
Yeah, your thing will then activate at the precise moment.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you.
Okay. So let me just get it up quickly. What do you mean, bitch? Fuck you.
Yep. So that means you have advantage on your constitution as the wind hits you, but it doesn't breathe directly.
Oh, sorry. Can I careful spell that as well? I forgot to mention.
Do what?
Careful spell it. I forgot to mention careful spell.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Thank you. So it's Isaac doesn't get deafened. It's not thingy for him, and also.
Yep. So Jorbrix and Isaac, the wind is blowing around you, but the worst effects of it doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
So, but can I get Constitution saving throws from all 3 of you? Kerry, you can roll out advantage.
Advantage or disadvantage?
Advantage because of what?
Advantage.
Ooh, nice.
25.
Oh, lucky. That's great.
But Jack tells the DC 21.
Oh. Wait, what? Is the DC 21?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Well,
I thought Focus.
You are hit by this gas. And
Jack.
Yeah.
Am I able to use lucky for?
Yeah, you can use lucky if you want.
I think I might want to use lucky for that.
Okay.
Before I turn to stone. So I just roll a d20.
Yeah. You basically re-roll it. So.
Nice.
I like that better.
All of you are able to hold your breath and wash away or blow away the gas that envelops you, and you're able to resist the effect now. Then it is then going to charge in.
It's a difficult terrain. Does that is he okay with that, or is he thingy? I think the area is difficult. The area around me is difficult terrain for creatures other than you.
Yeah, but he has way more than enough movement right up to you. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, sure.
Terry, it is your turn. You're concentrating on.
Okay. He watching Isaac with his force. It's not worked. It's metal. That can kind of only mean firebolt might work. That's a cantrip. After that, can I do a bonus action disengage?
Oh yeah, you can do a bonus action disengage.
Okay, yeah. So I want to firebolt and then bonus action disengage.
All right, make a ranged attack roll at disadvantage. Close range.
Disadvantage. Yes, sir.
You could use bonus action first, get away, and then use firebolt without the disadvantage.
Okay, yeah. Yes, please. Okay, where am I going to go?
Or as the actual hit then, since I'm going to assume you first.
Pardon?
I'm going to take the 24 and seeing because you actually lost it.
Sure. Yes.
So when would you like to move to?
I am going to just go over here and get cover for a minute.
Alright, so the firebolt hits. Let's go ahead.
Damage. 18.
So the fire strikes the scroll side. As the flame dies away, there's seemingly no damage on it. It appears to be immune to fire damage.
Fuck, it can't melt then. Alright. Okay, that's me done.
Vorkris, you're up.
Vorka's going to move up to there. And he's going to shout to Sparhawk, Sparhawk, you're needed at the front. Get there quickly. And I'm going to cast haste on you.
So, Sparhawk, the adrenaline rushes through your...
Woo!
Whoa! You literally you just had 10 espressos all at once.
Nice.
Anything else from you, Vorkris?
No, that will be it, unfortunately.
Alright, Cora, it's your turn.
I would have seen Isaac and Sparhawk go, and I am going to. I think I'm going to put up my spirit guardians, and then I'd like to protect all of the people in my party, including Joe Pricks at this point.
Okay.
So I will cast that first, and then I will. Nope. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
When
30.
the spirit comes up, the statues are destroyed. They're technical creatures. And the spirit guys basically stumbles as you walk.
Oh no, they stumbled the statue. I'm not really super sad about it. I would have liked to look at them, but
no.
my little raccoons and my chipmunks and my squirrels are all running around me, and they get so excited. And I go, "Oh, easy, fellas!" And then I will end my turn there.
Okay. Right, Emron.
Right, so seeing Cola rush out, I notice something's up. So I'm going to let cold lightning happen, centered around here. So all the clouds fill up the whole of the battle map, 120 feet diameter.
That's right. So pretty much the entire map will be covered.
Yep. The beast, is it sticking out of the walls at all? How big and tall is it? Is there a roof on the house?
It's a large creature, but you can see it.
So I should see it. In which case, if I do, I'm going to strike cold lightning on it.
Okay, no.
Hoping that thunder damage will do something.
At your moment, you can't see pretty much anything, so...
Oh, I can't. Okay.
You'll have to move.
I have to move. Okay, I'll go here. I'll duck out the door, basically, and have a look.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Joy Pricks, it's your turn.
Okay. So what happened with the lightning? I missed it.
He's cast. So basically, overhead is a gathering of lightning clouds, and actually, as you move out, Amron, you will be able to see that creature gap there. So the lightning comes down onto the creature. Dust settles. The creature is standing there, and it doesn't seem to have had any effect on it whatsoever. It appears to be immune to lightning damage.
Okay.
Great. Okay. Joe Brooks is going to say, close your eyes, everybody, just for a minute. And I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. And I'm going to have to use a portent with it in the hopes that it will actually work. So I'm going to use the 2 for the Gorgon's save.
Well, you can only use the 1. You choose the 1. So you can't use both. You can't use both 1.
I think he meant the number 2.
I meant the number 2. No, just the number 2. Because remember, I rolled a 16 and a 2, so that's the one I want to use.
You want to replace that roll with the 2?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
That will make it. So, the creature turns towards you, Joe. Feeling that it is charmed. So it is incapacitated. Dead. Unsure of what it is. So that's your action, Joy Pricks. Do you want to...
So you're cutting out a little bit, but I heard that he is incapacitated, right?
I swear my connection is killing. So
what's that?
I have got a potential fix downloaded and ready, so I'll sort it after.
I do want to move, and I think because he's charmed, I'm not going to provoke any kind of opportunity attack.
He's incapacitated.
All right, so I'm gonna scoot. Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna duck around the corner for now, and then that'll be my turn.
Sparhawk, it's your turn.
So I have no idea what's just happened, and I'm just going to let out a battle cry for Tia and justice. And with my super caffeinated movement, I'm going to charge in there.
I'll bet.
I get a bonus action.
You get an additional action that you use for a specific.
Yeah, I'm going to use that to cast Sacred Weapon. So that's my channel divinity. So it gives me my charisma mod to hit as well.
That's right, yes. So
I get plus 10 to hit, but I haven't got that set up on my sheet. So when I roll, it's going to be plus 3 on top of what I roll.
So your beautiful, magical, amazing sword starts glowing.
Amazing magical sword. So this is whatever I roll now is plus 3 on top.
That's right. So 16 is going to be a miss. Off the
Yeah, darn it.
arm.
And I will try again with my second attack.
That's it.
Oh.
Okay.
So, do you add anything to the holy sword? Really?
This time.
Okay. So bring the sword, slash across the side of it, and really all you do is create sparks as little bits of metal off of the side of it, seemingly done damage to it whatsoever. Seems to be immune to
Everything.
magical slashing damage.
Okay, that's me done.
Top of the round, Isaac.
Is it awake or is it still?
No, because hold on.
Has to take damage.
Yeah, no, it has to take damage, so it's by that.
Which we are incapable of doing to it.
Silver lining, I guess.
So
Oh
if
my
it's incapacitated,
You can move away with it without provoking opportunity.
I'm just thinking,
Ooh,
could we just tie it up? Or attempt to?
yeah, we could have to come up with some creative way to incapacitate.
Yeah,
it.
I feel we need massive chains.
It would make a wisdom saving throw every 6 seconds, just so.
Yeah, that'd be tough. I mean, I can next round I can cast web as well, but even then it's a web's not that strong. So, and he's probably a strong creature. So,
What are you doing, Isaac?
I'm just gonna hold my ground, and if it breaks out of the hypnotic pattern, I'll use Necrotic Shroud to try and keep it at bay.
So it is. Shouldn't be. It should be. Start. Updated. Should get to edit it. So what is it? It's the start. It's off. Alright, so it's going to. It's wisdom save. No, it's still caught by the hypnotic pact. Carrie, it's your turn.
Oh, Carrie's gonna look at Cora like really worried, and then she's gonna look back at it, and myself. Okay. If I bonus action hid and then sort of went over here, like around here, and then would I be able to get sneak attack on it if I ran over there too?
Yeah, but it's incapacitated at the moment, so all attack rolls against their advantage.
Good. So basically, I go around the side. Bonus action, hide.
Yeah, make a stealth roll.
Yes, please. Please. Oh, I might run at disadvantage. Sorry.
You know it is advantage 22. Well, it was incapacitated anyway, so it wouldn't have seen you no matter what you rolled.
So sorry, I just zoomed out of the map. Oh, where's it all gone? Oh, where is it all gone? Found it. I found it. Okay. So yeah, I go around the back and then I go up to it and I just stab it with a dagger.
Alright, make an attack roll at advantage, please.
Ow. This is not good. Okay. It's a sneak attack, right? So it's yes.
You have advantage on the attack.
Yeah, I have two sneak attack options here. I have sneak attack, which has 1d6, and I have sneak attack, which has 2d6, and then it has bracket sneak.
Well, you need to attack first.
True. Boom.
That's
Never
not
mind.
damage.
Oh.
You need to make an attack.
Oh, that's not attack. Oh, okay.
That's sneak attack.
Sorry.
Damage. Make an attack roll. Weapon.
Oh, that's a damage.
Sneak attack is
Oh
not
shit.
to
Oh,
attack.
right.
You need to pick a weapon to shoot to attack.
Dumb moment. Dagger. I picked dagger.
Right, so that's a hit. So go ahead and
That's a
roll.
hit. Got me.
Go ahead and roll damage to sneak.
Okay. 8.
And dagger damage.
And then dagger damage. Boop. That's start. Oh my god, Rio.
Right, 6 piercing damage.
Thank you. Oh, I'm having a bad day. Okay, so that's 6 plus 8, that's 14.
So you sneak up behind it and you jump up, bringing the dagger down, and the dagger just clinks off the metal arm, just creating sparks. You do apparently no damage to it whatsoever. It seems to be.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Vorkris, it's your turn.
Kido, what I would like to do is Misty Step to there, just so I've got my full movement, and use my movement, I would like to try and crawl underneath it, just to give it a proper inspection, see if there's any weak spots that I can see, anything unusual, because nothing we seem to be doing seems to be doing anything to it, so...
Make investigation check.
Oh, this will go well, because I've been rolling so well tonight. Okay, it will go well.
Looking at this creature, I
got incredibly.
It appears to be incredibly advanced.
Yep.
We should have done this.
There appears to be a not only a technology but a magic in this creature that is ever shifting, and you cannot see anything. Be a weapon.
But I definitely don't see any weak spots or anything like that.
No. Like being close to it, like if there is a weakness, need more time than that to discern it. But more usual think bow, javelin would have absolutely no effect. And maybe some form of magic hell so far, lightning, fire, none of it's affected it.
Okie doke. Would I have enough movement to get back out?
Yes.
I don't really want to be underneath this thing. And I'll be like, guys, I think there's some saying about discretion and valor, something about that. We need to get the fuck out of here.
So. Or if you're speaking.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. I was waiting for you to call my name. All right, so I will move. I will move here, which should be 5, 10, 15 feet of my movement, and it should put it in that guy. He doesn't have to be completely in there. That would still affect him because part of his body is in that. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's still in there. So.
Okay. All right. Then I would like to cast Guiding Bolt at it.
All right, make a ranged attack roll, please.
Ooh.
It's just a hit against his armor.
Oof. Okay.
Radiant shoots for. Where it makes an impact, there's a glowing. The magical effect of Guiding Bolt has taken place on the creature. It reverberates with a magnificent golden glow that will give the next damage aspect seeming.
But Radiant didn't do anything. Okay. Well, crap. That's it for my turn, though. I'll just stand here and hope my critters do something, but they won't because it's the same kind of damage.
That's right. Emron, it's your.
I'm gonna raise my finger and I'm gonna say, "Eat ice, you shit!" and cast frostbite.
All right, make a ranged attack roll, please.
Oh, work. There we go. It's a save, I think, that one.
Oh, that's right. So
Yeah.
it automatically save, automatically fail because it is incapacitated. But the frostbite takes place over the backside of the body, and then just kind of slips off of it, seemingly doing no damage.
Okay.
Appears to be immune to cold damage.
Okay.
Did you want to move anyway?
I'm gonna go back inside. Here. Out on the wrong bit.
Joe Briggs, it's your turn.
So, what? I'm not sure what would happen if he's incapacitated with hypnotic pattern. If I cast web, how would that work? Would he?
He would automatically fail, but everybody else in the area would need to make a save as well.
Shoot! I
Is
couldn't
that-
be very Spider-Man-ish and get it just the way I wanted it.
It's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah. Okay.
Would Warding Wind cancel that out for some of us at all? Or would it just still take effect as normal?
What?
Sorry, because Warding Wind's still active.
Yep.
That wouldn't cancel any of web out, would it?
No, because web's a magical.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
All right. So what I'd like to do then, I think I would like to move back in, just inside the building enough, and say, I think it has something to do with the chests. I need you guys to move away. I'm gonna try and web it, and I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at the chest.
Okay. You should...
Let's see if I can manage to do that. Let's see. And then, oh, wrong thing. Sorry.
That's a hit. Roll damage against.
Right.
The fire hits the chest. Weakly, especially earlier. And the chest itself blows apart. This tiny little ring.
Tiny little ring.
It's a ring.
Is there anything else?
I can't.
I think I have 20 feet of movement left.
Yep.
I'd like to go and actually try and grab the ring.
Okay, so you pick it up. It is a bluish-like ring. It has the depictions of horses on it. You know it as magical in some way.
Okay, and I guess that's probably the most that I can do in this turn, and I'm not going to be able to.
If you want to put it on.
Well, do I have time? Do I have enough of an action to do that? Yeah.
Feel free to actually put it up.
Give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, I'll put it on.
Yeah. Okay. If you like to look in your journal, none.
Okay. Manon ring. You have a swimming speed of 40 feet while wearing this ring. A strange magic prevents this ring from sinking.
We're saved.
Yes, I know exactly. From sinking if unequipped, it will float on water and other liquids if no weight is applied. Okay.
Sparhawk.
That is not helpful.
Swim away. Swim away.
I'm loath to
off,
say
man.
this, folks, but I think it's time for a strategic retreat. I will hold the line if everybody else backs off, and I'll just take the dodge action.
Vorkris, I've just put in that cloak in your inventory as well.
Oh, cool.
Get
Awesome.
back, everybody.
It will make Vorkris all exciting and scary.
So Sparhawk has called out for the team to retreat. Is that correct?
Yeah, and then I'm just going to take the dodge action in case it wakes up.
All right then. So with that fresh in the mind, and with seemingly no damage being done to this creature that is still being hypnotic gaze, if only for a few months, you guys will consider, I'm going to assume, will consider your actions very carefully. And that's where we'll end it off.